Good morning, gamers. I'm doubling down.
Good morning.
My name's Logebian, but you can call me Logan. It's morning somewhere. Might be morning for some of them.
It could be.
We are in
I did just wake up from a nap.
Mediterrania Uprising. If you saw our last session, well, I hope you would, because this is episode 2. In a world with the Olympians, a group of archmages, some familiar, some foreign to you, with this beefy kobold guy, has just sort of interrupted your guys' sort of day plans, getting ready to set off into wild space, into the Greco wild space system. What are you looking at?
I zoned out. Stop it.
Okay, never mind. You all
You left for me. There were 3.
meet these 4 figures led by one warlock, not wizard, Xenia, and they cast a bunch of spells and said some things about the gods that were not very nice. Some truthful things. Chaos all around us. You guys are getting ready to lift off, but you've scattered. Abyss and Tony have dimension doored away, so you're like 500 feet from the rest of the group. Isabella and Winter have dashed away, so they're far but not too far, right? And some of you in the aftermath of this fight, some of you simply sat down. Yeah, hard to call. If there's one thing we know that you guys all acted sort of by instinct in this moment, not as a team, right? So the 5 of you we're technically out of initiative. Yes, I said you guys level up, and you see like chaos. Could I have? I caught it. Vicious. Could I have Isla and Garoth make me perception checks real quick?
And just as I picked up my beverage.
I know.
Is this? Would I be in proximity to this or no? I'm just sitting down.
Yes and no.
Okay.
There's a reason that
They're
you can see it, but they're rolling a check for it.
13.
13 on perception.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 is a little bit better than a 13. I'll say in this moment, Garoth, your attention sort of spins to your friend, this fellow cleric that had just cast this Zone of Truth spell, and she looks around and she says, "We must get the fire brigade. We must organize someone. I can conjure."
Let's calm and think about this. Let's go back to the temple and see what needs to be done.
Right, she's
all on fire.
looking at the fire. She's kind of thinking of what she can do. You say calm, and she stops for a moment, and she goes, "How could what she said be true? It was all true. What does it mean?"
What you choose to perceive about what they said, it doesn't. They have a grief, and I can understand, but it doesn't change that what they've done for us.
I say something out of character real quick because I meant to include
Right
it in
here,
the
freaking
intro.
out.
You see something else. I'm going to mention it because I wanted to mention it in the intro of character. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. Isla, what you see in this moment as the crowd is sort of parting and panicking. People are moving away from the buildings, but also away from the podium where you guys just watched this speech. You see like a group of people run the other way as these mages disappear, and left in their wake on the ground looks to be some sort of robed clerical figure. They've fallen in this like rush.
Like they got trampled.
Right. What would have been a minor wound to you essentially has this person bleeding out on the ground right now.
Okay.
And I'm making you roll for it because you two are the only ones that have healing spells. So you could see what's
You're
happening.
500
but
feet away.
And you're 13,
Exactly.
you're a little bit preoccupied.
Shit went down. I
Oh,
said,
it's
I'm out.
Yes.
I'm getting my player.
So I love you, Logan. I have no healing spells prepared.
You have a wand.
This girl does have a few wounds.
She's just a little bit far in this
Do
moment.
you need the doctor run us all
I
good?
will take it out, yeah. I don't know if I'll need it particularly, but
Just in case.
yeah.
I have a wand of magic missiles and I have a wand of healing word. Like wand of magic missiles.
Was it the magic initiate?
Put him out of his misery!
I don't remember the wording on that. She has magic initiate wizard. You need to switch one of her sorcerer cantrips to get guidance.
Okay.
Okay,
That's why I was going to suggest message because she has the ring of telepathy now.
what is the healing word again?
Yeah, we both have
2d4
those rings.
plus your intelligence in this case.
I'm gonna use 3 charges, so I'm gonna roll 40.
So
Actually,
it'd be 6.
No, I'm just gonna. He's got like 2 health. total.
Right, just good, spend a charge.
Yeah, right down the rest of my
Plus my intelligence modifier.
choices.
Oh hell yeah! Almost rolled max right there. 10 in total healing.
Great. This figure,
Is that a bonus action or an action? Because I knew what I wanted to do with my action. And
that's a
took it.
bonus.
Yes!
Any words of bonus?
Yes!
It's cure wounds, it's an action.
And then I'm gonna create water over a big patch of fire because I have created destroy water and I'm gonna put out of flames.
Fantastic. Do you want to look at the Temple of Athena or another temple?
What are the others already doing?
Sort of in your area, it would be near the Temple of Athena, because that's the one they were speaking out of, right? I'll say there's one to Hephaestus. Yeah, off in the like farthest from you, but still within your range, there is a Temple of Poseidon, and then on the opposite side of the street, I guess it would be Hades.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Poseidon temple.
So Poseidon should be taking care of his own.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's kind of hurt.
That's kind of me.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah.
My
there you
character
go.
is part
Yeah.
of her backstory is she is blessed by Poseidon to have like good luck on ships
And because
stuff.
healing word came from the wand, that is your one
Magic action! I'm gonna put out fire.
magic action with a slot.
With a
for
slot,
this. So you can
I'm
do
gonna
both in the
use,
same round, is what I'm saying.
First level, create or destroy water. And I'm gonna
Use-
create water and just a 30, like as much water as flat, and like that.
I think you could conjure like rain.
Oh, then I'll do
on
that
a
until the
large
fire
area,
goes out.
right? So the rain appears, and a bunch of other clerics that would have this spell prepared. Some that appear to be like sort of like essentially the magical term or magical version of like Fallen 2 firefighters.
Yep.
They see Isla doing this and catch on, follow her lead, and a bunch of like rain clouds appear over each of these decimated buildings.
Cool.
And I can cast it later as a spell, but because of my Call of the Wave backstory or whatever the fuck I have,
Oh, so she gets it once for
I get it once for free, so it doesn't actually use up a spell slot.
no spell slots in this turn. Okay.
Yeah,
As
because
the
I have
clouds
it, and then I can
sort of
cast it.
disperse, Isla sees a figure awake from consciousness, throws a wand out. We'll take a moment for Tony and Abyss in a second, but I'll say that the two of you can sort of chime in here and interject if there's anything you want to do. But you see the crowd sort of like groups of people start to stop and calm their breath with the immediate fear over. I'd say after a moment, like hoplite-esque guards wearing like bronze chest pieces and these like Grecian helmets that have these big like mohawk-esque frills. A little bit, yeah. They peer around the corner and sort of assess the situation. there's a group off in the distance that's like calming a panicked like crowd of people that have run the other way just as far as they can. They were on like the edge of the crowd. What do you guys do?
Oh. Can I have a turn again?
If they don't have anything immediately, you could say something. I said we're not in combat.
Is there anyone else looking injured?
Yes, I'm looking around.
Yeah.
In the moment, that one figure appears to be the only one with any sort of like
Can I
not
do-
walking off.
Do I know
It's-
the direction of where Abyss went? Would I know?
Abyss?
And he teleported. We don't have any idea
It's
where.
kind
I'm
of.
500 feet away from anybody.
I'll say you make a perception check.
But you gotta roll a nat 20, brother.
You gotta roll pretty well.
Oh, that is a 18.
What?
Wait, that was just a straight roll. That was plus perception.
Okay, do you know the little hack? Take the 18 because it's a good roll.
Yeah, 18.
Perception 19. Because you have
Plus 1.
plus 1. But if you hit this, it'll roll it and then add it up for you.
Yeah, I know. I just totally spaced to do it.
He rolled
I'd
it.
say like on a natural 18. Yeah, you can see like way off in the distance, sort of down the street.
A blob.
Two figures that you only noticed because they weren't there, and then they were there at the same time as this other friend of yours vanished.
Okay. I would like to make my response to this.
So Abyss,
Uh,
currently you and Tony are sort of out of initiative, and he's going like, "Hey, boss, that was a crazy moment.
thanks for getting us out of there.
I wish we could have, like, acted as a team or something. I could help with that.
Yeah, we only got a couple of rounds then.
Maybe next time I'll think in advance and I can cast some rituals.
Right, we'll also have to have you prepare some stuff for that day as well, so we know what you can and can't do.
I got stuff prepared, boss. You just tell me what to prepare.
I will do that, and I might have to have you prepare some new stuff after our long rest.
Tony says audibly, "Is this a walk and talk?" He points at the back the way you came.
I don't know, Tony.
We go to ship. You're the boss.
Let's go make sure the ship is okay after all the destruction.
Sounds good, boss.
Alright, so we're gonna go check on the ship real quick while I try to find a feed.
Would I just be kind of stalking him? Is that
Yeah,
trying
you
to
can
catch up?
follow him.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking sharpshooter or
I'm gonna try and
speedy.
catch up, but, you know.
Smooth over there.
I'm trying to think, would speedy be better? You know what, I think I'm gonna go with speedy. Sorry, that's all I had to do was literally just pick that. And we're gonna go to the, do I notice this guy coming up on me?
Yeah, he doesn't do it stealthily.
Okay. Where the hell is everybody?
They're helping people get sorted over there.
Is it done?
It's done. They're gone. They're out in space. We saw shit.
Oh, okay. Well, I still have to go get my crew. Do these two count as my crew as well?
Well, I said I'd be on a ship.
Yeah, these two said they were gonna go with me.
Yeah.
So, okay, so now all I have to do is ask the, name, the people that we were getting the crew from. The kingdom was giving us enough money to be able to hire a crew for about a month.
Right.
Right. We had to go and get those and then figure out where we're going from there. We also got to meet up with Isla.
Sounds like a plan. You know where we're gonna get the crew?
Yep, I do. Let's go get the crew first.
All right.
We'll have to go get my crew.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
And I'm assuming while we go up there, we're probably going to get information about what has happened.
So first, you kind of head back in the direction of the Black Tentacle. You stop by the docks really quickly and see unharmed. No sign of any panic and rioting in the streets here, although it does appear that a couple people are like going into their homes.
Okay.
Like people aren't staying out in the streets as much as you guys
What they leave outside?
Rubble and ruin.
There's some like potted plants. And some
Maybe
nice
you could
like
find a house.
You know
decorations.
what? That's what I was just getting ready to say. Every once in a while, there's some stuff stashed in there. I'm gonna pick up one of the plants to see if there might be something. Does this feel like a pot plant, or is there something maybe a little more in
It. I want to reward your creativity, but I feel like this one.
You gotta shake a few around to see.
this? Right. I can't shoot him.
Roll a
I can't see
d20.
what's going.
Roll a
This is not
D100.
serious. I'm not
I'll
doing
not
it.
help it.
16.
It's like a normal plant.
I'm gonna take the plant.
Okay.
Okay.
What kind of plant do I have?
It's like one of those like
I have everything you can steal.
big leafy spider plants.
Can it be like one of those
Also
dragons
very
right out there?
evil.
I'm gonna find that one in space.
You
Oh,
got,
okay,
You got
fair
like
enough.
plant decorations. for
Okay,
your
here,
ship,
I want
guess.
to pick the prettiest flower and the flower, the brains that are sticking out of the pot. So I'm gonna put it on my ship.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
You said they went inside.
The civilians did.
Right.
Oh, also on my ship there would be a giant ass fish tank.
That's fair, you can have
22.
those. I did not
Oh,
roll a
shit.
22,
Sorry.
so you're able to do this without any guards catching sight of you. Or
Okay.
anything.
What color plant or what kind of flower do I get?
You're looking for the prettiest flower
Yeah.
in this like docks district section. You're close to the market district, so there's like some nice stuff that comes in and out of here. I'm trying to design a prettiest flower on the fly. Like,
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
This was.
Very simple.
I thought it would be fun.
Oh, it's fun.
it's a like this bright sort of blues and ceruleans and like hints of sea greens. Like I don't know what to say. It looks very much like it's reminiscent
Okay.
of her color palette.
Okay. Here, Tony, hold this. We're gonna take
Yes,
it back
boss.
to the ship.
I just like when Tinker walking past the garden like one. Just
Tony's just holding the flowers. We're going by.
yeah.
Speaking of which, what kind of mini would you like me to have for him, Tony?
Well, he's like an ASMR wizard, right?
Okay.
So he's kind of like a
Celestial, or are you talking about the bird?
yeah, like celestial-esque.
That's an Aarakocra.
Yeah. Okay. That's
I would imagine that he's kind of got like facial tattoos that are sort of like runic. I don't know. But
I was just wondering if I was gonna find one for him.
like a mage.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that. Great.
You said that you gave him an outfit that fit your color scheme, so
Yes.
obviously he's got
11.
like a mage's robe that would
Right.
match.
And then around that area.
Just got a new little buddy.
That's a bit.
Beach ball in
I would imagine it's like
See if this is new. to
not
me.
quite Athens blue. That's like a deeper blue.
I like that. I like it.
I changed it.
Did you see it?
I would keep your
This is
job.
my character.
I'm sorry. Just
Another snaky guy?
That's
The
Right.
snaky guy.
that's the only snake person I've played.
Okay.
well, let's
Oh
dragons
yeah.
count.
And you see my cat.
Yeah, that's cute. I like it.
By the way, I
I'm
know
gonna buy
you're-
the STL file for a
I
golden
know you're
doodle.
gonna give us the space suits.
You and my
you
brother
already
agreed.
had given them to us, right?
Right.
Yeah, I gave you my
Is
first
there
picture.
any way I can get some kind of
He was in
space
wrestling
ball?
for a while. You
for my
like the
cat?
fact his wrestling moves? We were on our knees.
Can I get one for? Actually, I have a solution for Scruffy.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, it's
sorry.
like lunch
I
now.
flip people off so
Flip
easily.
over, and we were recording
You
the
are
record.
feeling hostile.
I apologized
You can
immediately.
find something easy, maybe like
Kind of like the Star Galaxy where you stick it on your chest and hit the button and it just flops into a bowl.
I have a
You'll find
solution
something.
for
I'm sorry,
Scruffy.
I was just trying to. Anyway, I'm gonna get the plant and then Tony, Sorry, what is your
Stu.
new character's name? Stu. Okay. I was just learning your other character's name. Now I have to go again. So Stu, Tony, and I are now going to get our crew. And I'm assuming that when I get there, that's where we're gonna kind of regroup.
You want to know my solution? Actually, no. I want to save it for Scruffy. I'm in space. That's
And the only reason I
Oh,
said
you don't-
that we would regroup there basically is because we were there and then all that shit started going
That's
down
my
when we
solution.
went to
Scruffy.
and that's where we went to go see Lion's Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then she fucked shit up.
With some others.
You see the duration.
Warwick, that's his name,
So
right?
he's Garoth. The other guy's Garak.
Garak, the kobold, I remember we had to mess with him, and then also, was there, and then the other person that was there with him, it was
There were
I-
two humans.
I have these names written on a Chris's retired 2014 sheet. So please bear with me.
Daedalus?
I have the names. They're
That's the
just
Wizard
been
Universe.
on that paper. I guess I need to get that paper down and
Isadora?
put them back on here. Yes, there we go.
Isadora,
I knew there was
Daedalus.
3 NPCs that we had battled with Felena in our last part 1.
Oh,
and then we
yes.
seen
Isadora was briefly there.
Can I have a Swiss roll?
So for this part, as you go out and you guys look at options for hiring a crew, I'm actually going to let you create these characters. So what you're going to find in Crete, the city-state, is that there are level 1 fighters and rogues that are totally up for some sort of mercenary bid, even if it's like spacefaring. And if you're looking for like someone to
Keep in
if
mind-
you want to hire someone that could run the spelljamming helm, first level like sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards are pretty abundant here too. So like the fighters and rogues would be paid less from Daedalus, and then anyone that could conceivably be a spelljammer is going to get paid a little more.
Keep in mind, we want to keep like 2 or 3 slots open, total 5 maybe, for like if we have to save people.
Technically, oh no, that's for your shit.
So the
I don't see people. What are you talking about?
what I kind of have in mind, the crew limit on there is about air. If you exceed the crew limit, you're going to start burning through your air more quickly
That's,
because there's only so much air on there.
Right now, I have little tally marks for Tony and then that's right here. So now
You guys can take a regularly fully stocked crew, like a fully staffed crew, but Daedalus said he wasn't going to pay for anything over that where the air would be increased.
But if we're saving somebody, but
That's fine. The saved person's not going to be paid.
Okay, so I can only afford 9 more crew members.
Right.
But technically, I guess if we're gonna save people.
No, what we're saying is that you can fully staff your roster, and then
They
if you
have
need to
to.
save someone, it'll just burn through your air.
Okay.
Like someone we find on the plane.
Alright, so right now I have 9 positions to fill. In all honesty, I would like a
Oh, yeah.
sorcerer, a warlock, and the rest of them to be fighters.
So if you do Tony and Isabella plus the cleric Garoth, you both are spellcasters,
Right.
and then I believe Isla has 2 more viable druids in her crew.
my first mate is a druid.
Yeah, and
I'm
there's-
bringing her along.
and there's one other.
I'm
That's,
leaving her in charge of my pirate ship.
So she's not coming.
She's not coming along.
Isabella's
So
gonna
she would
be
not
on
be-
her ship.
Right, but I'm saying that
If
with
you
that
needed-
count, you guys have like 8 spellcasters that can run this ship.
Oh, Tony will be running the ship. I trust him with it.
Right.
The spellcasters on my ship, the one sorcerer and warlock I would like would be for oncoming ships. They would be their own defense as it is for their distance spells. and then the fighters that I have, because of how many actions they have, they're gonna be manning the weapons.
All right. Like I said, you're allowed to do that. You, give them names,
Okay.
and they can all be humans. They can be races. They're not going to get any special.
How
like,
many people does my
racial
ship hold?
traits. I think it was
Here, hang on.
15.
I was like, Rocky
Yeah,
has
for
the
the
book.
hammerhead.
I got you.
You know what? Speaking of which,
do I breathe?
I have that one that you're looking
go ahead and we'll set these on the board here.
for. Mine's right there. Hammerhead, 15.
Okay, so I have me.
You, that
You,
thing
your
I
daughter
shared
doesn't
with you.
count, but your wife does. Are you with me?
No, I'm with.
Are you with me?
I have them too. You have Winter and Isabella.
So I
Yeah,
have
they're trying.
12 more slots. I'm gonna take the first 12 off of my crew. Just so I can have my.
I mean, okay. Yeah, it would be pretty easy to fill the other, like, the first few on there. Oh, it's the cook. That's right. There's a cook on your pirate ship that is also a spellcaster.
No, I'll take her with me.
So that would be part of the first 12.
I'm taking the
Right.
first. She's also a water
You
gymnast.
said these are just level 1s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What level are my guys? They've been traveling with me.
They don't get their own special classes for the most part. I think the druid is like level 3.
Who is my druid?
She's a dwarf.
What's her name?
Tiny.
Oh,
minute.
Reinhilda.
Reinhilda.
Deep Fury. A female hill dwarf from Troy.
Did I erase the hammerhead ship that I had made? I don't remember you doing that. I think I had the squid and the hammerhead made. So, if we ever need to actually have our ships like on board, I already have them right now.
As you guys are moving throughout
I
the
have someone
city,
breaks into our ship.
you're sort of in these two groups. You're each met with couriers of Crete that appear and hand you a letter from Isadora, and it says just because she says because we neglected to discuss logistics beforehand. When that 12-hour time period is up, if you would meet us at the Archmage's Tower in the castle, dock your spell charges there.
Do that.
So yeah, you guys find a group of fighters, a couple of extra spellcasters to keep you going.
I have 5 fighters, a warlock, and a sorcerer.
Oh, well, I have 12 space on. Yeah, 'cause are you gonna fully stock your ship?
Who, me?
Yeah.
What was my truth?
Yeah.
The one that was helping me. The truth.
Helen. That was
That was
her.
Helen?
Yeah.
If
She
anything,
was.
We'll just put the survivors at the cargo bay.
Well, they just don't say. There's room for them. We'll burn through our oxygen first.
No, we're gonna block it off. They get a small pocket of air for a short amount of time, and whatever they use, it's gone.
Oh, there's a kitty outside.
Is it smoky?
The gray one, yeah, that's no
I'm trying to kidnap him.
So yeah, after
I try to get him into my car.
a little bit of time, a
There you
little
go.
bit of
Yeah,
focus,
he
helps
always
out
is
with
like,
some
no,
of the
thank
like
you.
water
If he got in,
spells.
I'd let him out because more
you
than
guys
I'll
head
take
back
him home.
to,
But I do try to get him into my car.
Thankfully, your temple was a little bit on the far side, so it's got a little bit of fire, but it's not been burnt down.
Very
If
good.
I see him. If he's not there, I'm not trying.
If he's not there anymore, I'll
There-
go away.
But no, if he's not there, I don't try to get him into. I'm not like.
Oh.
But if I see him, I'm like, get him in the vehicle. We'll get all the way home. Logan won't know. We'll have a chat.
I tell Helen, well, looks like we don't have a lot of damage here. Why don't you get 3 or 4 people to clean up ours and send the rest to help others?
I think that would be wise. You make ready for your trip. I actually, we were gathering some things. Glad it's intact. Sort of steps inside. You can see there are some basically some dirt plots
I'm feeling good.
that are mobile,
Okay.
these little interlocking.
Garden.
Right. They've got these sort of little walls to
There.
hold the dirt in.
Yes.
And then you can place them. They come apart so they're mobile, right? And she looks at the myriad of guarding equipment that she's been able to muster and pulls out this staff that's been inside the temple. This is something we thought you might need this, depending on the junction of the moon and all that. This is a staff of daylight.
That's cool. All right.
It's a niche use, but you could. It allows you to cast a daylight spell and it is permanent.
Oh.
And you can cast it as many times as you like, but once you cast a second one, the first one disappears.
Okay. Unlimited. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Unlimited casting.
What?
Shit. I'm following my dad's.
I made a sneak attack. I'm pretty
I
sure.
like that. That's cool.
I don't think you got away with the sneak attack though.
I did.
But
I'm young, but
Don't roll those
previous
66.
years. I like that.
I did it.
Thank you very much.
I heard a story
did
about
it.
some of these
There
adventurers
you go,
that you're
knocked out
cooking up
for it.
with, that they fought
Right.
shadow
Wow.
dragons in Delphi. So perhaps if truly you need some sort of daylight or sunlight to aid in your cause, that this might at least dispel a darkness spell.
That would be awesome.
But more likely you'll probably use it for the garden.
Yes, exactly. It's probably where it's going to get the most use. So thank you. Yes, and start moving that stuff towards the ship.
I will do so. I'd say unless anyone else has anything else they really want to do,
Well, I was just gonna.
Back to the town.
fast
I
forward.
need to take a long rest
You want to take a rest before you lift off?
if we have time.
I'd say yeah. You can just.
I have
make
some
it.
damage done to me for some reason.
You got hit once.
Take a long rest.
All right, you guys go ahead and mark a long rest. Isla, as you're in the middle of your rest,
And you and your
have,
lore.
sort of like a lucid dreaming moment.
Oh lordy. Lordy, lordy, lordy.
I just want to double check one thing.
How many spells can he have at the moment?
Oh, your buddy?
Yeah. How many can I prepare?
I have the spell Wrist Pocket.
That's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
He could prepare 16 spells beyond his cantrips. Here it is.
Who?
Sorry, the thing that I was looking for. He was asking me about Tony.
Who? Oh, Tony. I was like, I know 8 spells. I was like, that's so many spells.
Okay. So as you're sort of waking into this dream state, you see there's this beautiful sort of circular Greek monument that you recognize as the exterior of the Temple of Apollo in Delphi. You're sort of having a memory of this location in this dream, and you see like a figure sort of come out of the mist. First, you think it must be one of your friends, one of the oracles, but it like the mist parts, and stepping forward is that blonde elf that you saw in the town square, Lysandros, blue robe and all sort of steps up to you and says, I'm sorry about what happened before. Could we have a moment to talk?
You attacked me.
We defended ourselves. We had a goal. I'm sorry you got in the way of it. But I think everyone's willing to let bygones be bygones. If you are.
Trying to talk.
I know this is going to come as a shock, but what Zenya's gone through, we've all seen the ramifications of it. We just can't make heads or tails of beings who've requested our faith and devotion only to leave us wanting when it comes to the aftermath. And you know, a lot of us have hurt each other at times, but we wouldn't want to do anything that would be lasting to you. I hope you wouldn't want to kill me all the same. But I don't know. I just want you to give us a chance. He watches the memory, the dream you're in, it shifts, and suddenly both of you are no longer standing on Gaia. You look down and you see like cracked, potholed, like
The moon. The moon!
This like bright white rocky landscape full of craters and slopes. You look around and you can see that I think you look and you see Lysander standing before you, but you also see like an image of Lysander's meditating on the moon, just sitting there. And she says, if you're willing to hear us out at least, we've holed up in this cathedral here on the dark side of the moon. I think it would mean a lot to us if you didn't rat us out to the divine religious oligarchs on the mainland, but if you can, meet us at the Stargazer Cathedral on the moon. You see what it's all about?
I'll have to talk to my friends.
I appreciate you making an effort. And with that, the dream ends.
Good night. I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back into black nothingness.
You have some nice dreams of like
Flowers.
friends from Delphi and jumping over. No, you guys all get a long rest. No more shit, but I wanted to at least put that in because they can cast that spell. I never get to cast the dream spell, so I'm now casting on you. Shit.
Alright, Tony's spells are prepared.
My characters have leveled up. Their assistants have prepared for the day. You guys can mark those hit points back to where you are. As you are heading, sort of regrouping, I'd say that you both depart from the dock and sail your Spelljammer ships up where you see, what you didn't notice before, now that you get closer, one of the, like, towers, one of the keeps on the side of this castle that is in the center of Crete has this window and then this, I don't know how to say it, not in a perverted way, this like large thick stalk as this like huge sort of mushroom tower protrudes out of the tower, the keep of the castle, and like gives it another like 50 feet. And at the edge you can see like there's a Spelljammer dock on this tower, and then there's also a second one that's on like the castle proper. So you guys are both able to bring your ships up, and you're waved in by Isadora, I think, and she brings you guys, and you're able to stop here. Most of you get out, leaving like concentrating spellcasters on board for a quick exit, and the group, or sorry, as Isadora is welcoming you in, the Archmage steps out of the tower and onto the dock. He's got like sweat on his brow, like he's been concentrating for a while, but steps forward and then sort of like gestures at the Spelljammer ships and begins to like take stock of the figures that are stepping out, like taking a roll. Quickly, correct. Casts a spell under his breath, and there's a after a moment. Well, I'd say he gestures everyone inside into his tower, and as you get out from these, like, you're really high up, so there's these massive gusts of wind. You can hardly hear anyone. It's there's yelling, and you're like shouting and gesturing, and that's about it. Anything else is lost. So you guys step inside into this like mushroom tower and find this like quaint living space with sort of like calligrapher's enchanting set off to one side. There's some essentially what looks to be like a magician's form of like an operating table with a figure that looks quite a lot like Daedalus that you just met, also sitting on the table. There's like scattered remnants of snow and ruby dust that have like fallen onto the wayside. But as Daedalus brings you back in, if I could introduce all of you to myself.
I have your dust.
Unfortunately, I'm fresh out. I assume gold will have to do. And someone enters this room. The person that he messaged to a moment ago, there's like a bunch of human sort of like muscly castle guards that are bringing in these big chests. And then there's two Minotaur sort of decked out in official armor that are bringing up this even larger chest. And they set them down and you can hear the rattling of gold. Two fully stocked crews, 10 spellcasters, a number of advances for anyone delving into dangerous portals. I think you'll see that everything is in order.
Did you happen to say we would be able to make upgrades to our ship as far as defenses?
Maybe not this
One
early.
thing I didn't think about.
We haven't even used our ship yet, so we're probably not yet.
But Boy Scouts motto, always be prepared.
Were you a Boy Scout?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I was. I went to Camp Maltney.
he's an Eagle Scout.
I'm not prepared.
My brother went to Camp Kilgore.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be like that.
It's okay.
It's okay, anyway, we got our money, we got our crew. Sorry.
There may be some interstellar stops that you might be able to find upgrades to the ships, but most don't make those terrestrial. Well, you could perhaps buy some and bring them back and then sell them here, but I don't believe that there are anything you could
Okay.
upgrade here at the time.
Okay, thank you.
Well, like I said, there are
So
a
you
number
guys
of items I intend to bestow upon you. Yeah, you guys can all mark down that you guys get 30 gold worth of 100 gold a day.
Right, yeah,
So each of you gets 3,000 gold. In a moment, Tony is going to split his gold, but not when everyone's watching.
I got you more.
Oh yeah.
Tony. You asked for this, and I got you more.
Daedalus looks at his simulacrum, pulls out a pair of sending stones. Where we're going, you'll need to communicate with me. Ensign 1. An elven chain shirt out of like a chest. The figure puts it on. For the simulacrum. A similar looking Argonaut environmental suit that he begins to put on over the course of a minute. A very hefty bag. He sets it in his hand and goes, "You will know how to handle this. It is repair materials for yourself." So, he's only got like 100 some HP, but he's got, because this is a simulacrum that is well funded, he's going to have himself some items that he can repair himself while you all take long rests.
Am I getting the simulacrum or is she getting it on her ship?
I'm unclear.
Okay.
This was important. Pulls out a like hefty spell tome that appears to be like bound in some like strange looking leather. This is the book of our ancestors. There are many wise figures within. I trust you will lean on their guidance as I have. He goes, "Thank you.
You want me to hold on to it or is your simulacrum?
I should be in possession of this one."
Slide it in. I'm just kidding.
This is his subclass.
I'm just kidding.
This one is his subclass, dude. He needs it or else he can't cast spells in his special way. Here's a calligrapher set. Here's an herbalism kit. And maybe the most important thing. And he snaps his fingers and sort of says a magic word that's almost hard for you guys to hear. And a quill, just like a big ink-tipped quill, appears in his hand. With this knowledge, you should be able to conjure your own and craft scrolls with it for these companions. Ah! Indeed, it works. With the calligrapher set, I can begin post haste. I am something of a master scrivener, so if there's a spell that you would like to be able to cast out of my wizardly book, I can catch it.
About which?
Unfortunately, I do not possess that capability. I'm sure you can find some other archmage that can do
You got haste.
that. I do. I am also. I don't have it open, but I am in possession of the most potent magical powers. Perhaps at some point I could be persuaded, and sort of winks, to cast a divination spell of foresight on one of you, or I could instead true polymorph you. But we should hold on to that.
I know your eyes lit up.
I believe I can conjure some uncommon potions. Twice.
Do you have a conjure elemental?
Not prepared, but I may be able to craft one with enough time.
I'm actually pretty happy with everything that I have because if I ask for much more, I don't know what you're kind of doing.
I could conjure a draconic spirit.
Do you have a +3 armor? Could you put? So, we have a question, Roscoe and I, and we talked about this a couple of times, and we don't know how to judge it. All right, so when you get a plus weapon or armor, it says that you're making that item magically, right? So, when you go to the blacksmith, would you get the pluses from the blacksmith? Because the blacksmith technically isn't putting anything magically in it. Or would you go to the magic shop and have the pluses added to the weapon or armor?
I think the pluses would have to come from some sort of enchanter.
Right.
a blacksmith could have some ability to make magic weapons, but a blacksmith himself would be making non-magical weapons and then enchanting.
Right. So how would you?
I just think it's weird that it becomes magical because it feels like a blacksmith thing to do. That's just me.
It was one of those fun things I wanted to ask you because you were a DM. How would you rate it? Or
You know, I would say in a place like Mediterrania, the blacksmiths probably could fashion +1 magic weapons and armor, but that would be a thing that would be exclusive to this setting. It wouldn't apply to everyone because this is sort of a high magic setting.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. Sorry.
That's okay. Maybe perhaps we'll find some sort of like powerful, I don't know, forge cleric or something selling his wares, and you can get something like buy some stuff from him.
That's the only thing I was wondering.
It's an eluded reference. If you don't
Because
get
this
that.
guy, you said he would have magical things that he could do, so I was like, hey, can you +1 the armor I'm wearing right now, or +2 it? You get what I mean?
I believe I lack the required blueprints. Something I, in theory, possess the capability to do, but I am an expert in scribing scrolls.
Fair enough. I think, oh, wait a second. I could make you a deal. How vast is your spell list? Do you need to learn more spells?
Do you want to?
Because I have this Book of Sorolu that has many spells within it. I took that spell book.
Yeah.
I mean no offense, but though I have only been alive for a short time, I recognize that I am also an elf thousands of years old.
Oh, you're good.
I have been studying for countless years.
Okay. Fair
I would
enough.
love to look at that, because it is possible it can teach me something. Jeez. He's got some spells.
Anyway, well, I'll let you tend to everybody else. Sorry to take up your time.
No, please. We should get to know each other.
I don't know that anybody else want to step in. I'm talking a shit ton tonight.
Yeah.
No, that was great.
You guys take over. You got this. If
Do you have
this,
any
if this says,
skills?
does anybody else need me? I'm gonna go to my ship. Tony, bring the flower.
King of flower.
Yes, master.
I'll get it ready, man. Or boss man.
Boss me.
I love that you're playing Tony's voice. It's great.
Well, I made him a character.
You
I wanted
should.
to. Yeah, I guess Daedalus sort of looks about.
Well, you're on.
Theoretically, I am a construct.
Are we on the ship? We're still in the tower, right?
Right.
Where are
We're
they
gonna
from?
talk to the real Daedalus. Got any?
Grapes? Sorry. You walked into that one, brother.
Yeah, I know, right? You got any like magical training dummies that refix themselves after being broken?
That would be an interesting idea. I'm afraid I possess no such magic at this time, but I could look into it in my spare time.
That would be great for me. Until then, could I have a normal
I suppose that could be arranged.
one? Sweet.
You just cast mending on it.
Well, if the break's bigger than an inch, then it can't be fixed.
Oh.
That's Tony.
So let's say I break
Nice.
like an entire arm off.
Yeah.
It'd be more than
I'll cast mending.
an inch. I wish that's how mending worked.
Here is Tony. Oh yeah. Speaking of
Past
which,
mending,
hey,
that would make a lot
since he
of
has
things,
this
like,
staff on the back
not
of it,
scary.
I'm gonna give Tony my staff of eruption.
Oh, erupting earth.
Yeah.
So like
eruption. Okay.
Erupting Earth.
It just says staff of eruption 3d12 DC 15.
Yeah, I know what that is. That's interrupting Earth spell. It's a reskinned Wand of Fireball. It does exactly the same thing as a Wand of Fireball, but it's a different spell. All right. Well, if I do say so myself. Without further ado, I think it's time to
Pick
set
them
up.
off.
That's not
You
even
take
all
blast
that.
off.
I'm a lot of shit. This is
As
all
you
I
guys
said.
reach the point where you're a mile from the city, from anything,
Light speed.
you go in much faster. So, what I'll say, I appreciate if I'll do something here. As you guys are approaching the moon, which I read is about on average 240,000 miles away, you travel at a speed of roughly 4-point-something million miles an hour.
You're gonna get there in
Minutes.
minutes.
2 minutes. But something interrupts your journey before you reach the moon. As you're sort of jumped out of this space, you can see on this radar that you have. Oh, I'm sorry, we need to establish what the inside looks like. Tell you what, we'll do it in a second. But what you see is a lighthouse.
Whoa.
We're back.
I googled how old is the Earth the other day.
Just like a bad check, we're
It's
back.
pretty old, isn't it? Older than anyone living on it.
4.543 billion years.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when you're creating a homebrew world, it's like, I want to have, like, histories out, like, a pretty long time. But that far?
Exactly. What the heck? What the heck?
So just take the numbers that Mediterrania exists in with a grain of salt. Right now, all you need to know is third era, year 3. It's just become the third year. So this Trojan War thing, apparently, you guys set sail.
Do
Traveling
we
at
have
this
a way to
extreme
communicate? I
speed.
need to tell just
Yes.
once we're out of
Thank
contact.
you so much.
Once we are out, when we are in space, while we are in hyperspace, I need to be telling my friends about, like, what's the bitch's Lysandrix?
So what you see,
Is that the name, Lysandrix? You might be able to see my laptop if I
Lysandrix
put
was
it
the
there. So I'm gonna put it there.
friend.
Luckily,
Yeah.
I'll look at
Oh,
my
she's the one who
laptop.
spoke to you. Yeah, of
Here.
course.
I googled it for. I was looking at watching.
There
archaeology
are-
video.
What
Shameless
did I
shout
put
out.
this was? I'm sorry.
Milo Rossi on YouTube.
I like Minutemen.
Mini Minute Man.
Oh man,
That's his.
That's his YouTube handle.
I would have had the telepathic bond.
No, wait.
but I
You
took teleportation circle instead.
Telepathic bond is a ritual. Wizards can prepare their rituals even when they don't have them prepared.
Okay.
They can't use spell slots for them.
But
That's
also,
what makes the wizard's ritual game so potent.
So
is
I can use it.
if it's in their book, they can use it as a ritual.
but also,
if you
I
prepare it, you can cast it as an action.
Okay, so I can cast. Tony, can you cast a ritual for telepathic bond?
Yeah, boss.
Wow.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, good job, Tony.
We're all in the same place right now, right?
Right.
Great. I can hit. How many people can I hit, boss? I'm sorry, I don't have it up there.
there's lore about the ships up there.
No.
Okay, so
You just got it, and I know this shit.
you guys have already seen a wild space orrery. I described it in the last setting where it projects onto like the rooftop of whatever building you're in the current solar system, and as you leave Gaia and approach the moon Artemis, you can see your sort of "you are here" icon shift off the planet.
Okay.
Right? It's that one's in the book. It specifies that it gives you a "you are here," I think. The other two devices that are in each of your spelljammers, and presumably every spelljammer that you encounter in Mediterrania, are the telemetry diviner and the sending omatic. So the telemetry diviner has this sort of like green-looking circular shape. You know those up and down pin machines that form shapes out of like these rotating like pieces of plastic that You know what I'm talking about? Like those things in the children's museum where you press your hand to it and it would leave an imprint of your hand, but it was all these little
Oh, like
pins.
the pins that you
Yeah.
like push up, the toy that you
yeah,
push
okay.
up, and like your hands there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's
Those.
like that, but it's acting on its own. You can see it's
It's like got
primarily
something
these green
underneath it
colors,
moving the pins
and there's
up.
a line that's like the middle of the circumference, if that makes sense, that marks a mile out from your spelljammer. Each of you can see each other on the telemetry dividers just outside the range of a
You can
mile
see
of
each
each other, so that you can. Essentially, it would tell you if you're moving or not correctly course, right?
Okay.
It would also indicate anything approaching, and it would slow you down. That's what it does. It just your slow down radius is a mile, and then you have a 2-mile area that's divining this information. It kind of looks like a radar, but you don't know what a radar looks like.
Did they do that in something like that in Lord of the Rings, or am I thinking we go crazy?
Oh, not Lord of the Rings.
When they went across the map, the paper map, it was like,
Oh, yeah,
that sounds
maybe.
really clever. The other thing is this like
In the hot?
large sort of
Or-
console hub
Never mind.
built in front of the helms. It's got this little space for a sending stone, and then when you set it in there, it like supercharges it, so you can cast sending as many times as you
I
want.
watched it one time ago.
Essentially communicate indefinitely with one
I've
sending
seen
stone
more
at a time.
people in Lord of the Rings.
that's a semi-nomadic.
Alright,
Yep.
so we can talk.
Was there 3 things
Back
you
and
gave us?
forth.
I mean,
Okay.
The
Yo.
first one is in the book. It's the
Why
Wild
do you
Space
need
Orrery. It lets you see.
With the sending stones?
Okay.
No.
One lets you see the solar
Send-o-matic.
system. One lets you
We
see
can
2
talk to
miles
each
around
other.
you, and then the third one
It's
lets you
like
talk.
hey yo,
Walkie-talkie.
homie.
So do you guys have sending
I
stones?
almost called you bitch. I was like,
We got the sending stones from Daedalus, right?
Yeah. We have those.
He gave one to his.
I have a sending stone because I have a sending stone with Helen.
I don't have a sending stone. But we do have the sending help.
I
I'm
have
just
that
sending
for
nomadic.
you with my life. That's about it.
Damn it, I almost had Tony take sending.
Magic items A to Z is 227. I just want to see if it includes a price. I don't think it includes a
I
price.
don't think
No.
that.
Just wait. Because the prices are
Tell you what, 75 gold, and you can get a pair of sending stones that you
Sorry.
can split between the
I
two
love-
party. You can easily pick up sending stones in Crete. You can say
Yeah,
that.
I'll
Oh,
do
You
he's
did
so
that
hot.
that. Cost me what, 2 platinum and 5 gold.
Keep in mind, he's always going to go
It would be
He looks
7
over.
platinum, 5 gold for 75 gold.
Yeah, I'm just
He.
So, as you're boarding your ship, you can mark that Tony, who's identified himself to Daedalus as an adventurer, he's got 3,000 gold just like you. He gives half of it to you.
Oh my god.
So 150 or what? 1,500.
So now he's getting paid the same as a spelljammer. And he's actually just stabbing himself in the foot.
Okay. Are we able to communicate openly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you just
So you were
he gets a bunch
explaining
of
and
gold,
Rocky and her.
marks off some gold.
And Tony casted telepathic on.
So for the first hour, you guys are telepathically connected. Like I said, it's not going to take an hour to get here.
Yeah, but there's also like a bajillion crew members.
And you have
It's
Uh,
just
so-
us.
Yeah.
right. It's
But
You
I'm
might
gonna
include,
talk
like,
to
Isabella
them
or-
and I'm
So
like,
that's the
yo.
thing. Whoever you have as your spelljammer can hear everything that goes on in the ship.
basically who's manning the spelljammer.
She said, yeah.
You're doing it yourself?
She said she was getting ready. You said you were getting ready to talk to your crew.
I was about to talk to you.
Oh, me?
You.
Okay, well, Tony is on.
It's 8 willing creatures.
Tony is actually the one doing mine, but I'm right there next to him by the radio. So, you can.
By the radio! What's a radio?
The radiato.
So Isla feels this like weird sort of pins and needles sensation, but it's less uncomfortable than the real world analog. It's like you just feel it all over your body, and you're like you can feel all over your spelljammer ship, but you're propelling it through space, and all of a sudden, woof, there's a lighthouse.
Wait, I was going to do this while we were propelling through space.
Okay, you got like a minute.
Before.
As part of the lift off, you have a conversation.
Yes.
Because it takes you a moment to get
This is my
30
button.
feet.
It's a natural 20.
30 feet
on,
around.
On my big dice.
You can say that.
Check
All these are
one,
marked off
two.
for kids.
Check one.
Rocky.
Who's that? In my other life, that's what my name.
You know, like that sounds. I would relate to that name.
Okay.
Abyss.
Yes. I told you I'm gonna start trying to roll.
Yeah.
So I had a dream. Weird dream. I think it was a spell dream, so I think it was somebody doing it to me. Lysanders? Lysanders, the elfie bitch. Yes! High five.
Stupid bitch.
She cast dream on me, came into my dreams. I know where they are. They want to.
That means we're going to kill.
Potentially, they want to talk. We did attack them. They didn't harm anybody, but like at the same time, I don't like them. I'm not trying to say like we should side with them or anything. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying we should maybe hear them out and then kill them. Okay?
Sounds good.
I'm not saying we don't kill them. I'm just saying we hear them out first. No, I do need to tell. Could you be in the room? Would you be in the room?
Sure.
Okay, so you can hear me talking.
Yeah.
So,
I'll
Reacher,
follow
you in on this?
your leads.
I'm not 100% with it, but I'll follow
Just
you.
hearing them out. We don't have to 100% kill them. If they're like,
They could be powerful allies.
but the gods.
So.
Isabella.
Never anything to me.
Isabella says in your mind, oh crap, I can't remember the Spanish word.
This is something Winter would know.
No, I'm trying to think of the like the Spanish version of like cutie babe. Dang it! I can only remember the German one. Schatz. That's not
Andre?
right.
Andre?
No, not
No.
daddy.
Not daddy!
Oh, Andre.
Um,
Not now, we're not in the bedroom.
Winter. Could we have a moment
Looking
to
it
talk?
Sure.
If we agree on anything, we won't agree on anything without you in on it.
If you're doing the mash,
Bullshit.
if you're doing the masculine word, it's Chico.
Abyss over the intercom.
Chico.
Bullshit.
Hold on.
It's Chica for female Chico.
Chico.
Yeah, I know Chico.
That's a masculine word for cute. Or QT.
Chico.
Is that done?
It's
No,
like
that's not
it's
the
like boy.
Casa.
It's like boy. Chico. You can be like Nico. I don't know. Point is,
Anyway,
I've received a message from my patron,
Oh.
the lady
Sounds
Zarina Wispik.
good.
She has heard through my familiar that you have a quest to explore wild space color pools, and she wishes to speak with you in person as soon as possible. There's a portal to the Feywild on the moon.
Oh. So when we get to the moon, we both go?
We might be better off going together. I suppose we could split up. We just probably don't want to split up between planets.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
He's on your ship. I don't have to take him.
she told me that she wants you to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm
You
talking,
don't hear this. It's
I'm
in his
talking in my
mind.
head. No one's heard anything about that.
wait for this. Wait for it.
This is a different telepathic communication. It's
Right.
a different channel.
Oh, it's on. Okay, sorry.
on the
not
rings.
through the
We're on
telepathic-
channel A. It's on
It's not
channel
through the
B
telepathic
for
line. That's my bad.
Hangul
That's my
thing.
bad. It's a different telepathic line.
Different frequency.
Yeah,
Right,
different
shit.
Tony's like in his head. You just all hear him going like, "Yeah, boss. Hey, boss. Yeah, boss. Hey, yeah."
Is Tony okay over there, bitch?
okay, Tony, calm down, buddy. I know you're still.
There's just a background
I
beat
know
box.
you're still adjusting to
Clip
life without
that.
being
Clip
beat,
it.
but it's gonna be all right. Tony, have a pina colada. You'll be all right, buddy.
Oh, you gotta ignore that. That's just.
Yeah, I do. Here you go.
Oh, it really calms me down.
See, your last boss didn't help you, did he?
No, he made me stay so.
Abyss. Why am I essing? You started essing, I started
What
essing.
was the name of her?
Abyss.
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 Zarina.
How do you spell
Wisp. Z-A-R-I-N-A.
If you don't treat Tony nice, I'm gonna smack
I am.
you.
I am treating Tony
Wisp.
nice.
And it's Wisp
A metaphorical
dash
smack?
giver. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have the last, but I did wisp.
No, I said,
Yeah.
I feel like I said I will smack you.
I guess
No.
it could be like all one word.
But again, like,
It's-
a metaphorical smack.
That's her like
Okay, I
surname.
probably deserve
Okay.
it.
Right.
I'm on the
Here,
ballista
cool.
to
Right.
practice
I know
on
they are.
these guys.
Look at me.
Loading up, loading the
I know
ballista.
they are.
Does it say
Jessica will be okay with it.
what the bonus to hit on that
The
is?
problem is,
Doesn't it?
where are we
Rocket Cadet
supposed to be
book back
going,
with the ship in.
Logan, again?
Well, you're going to the moon, but you've been interrupted by this lighthouse.
Yeah.
Not yet. That hasn't happened yet. We're
Oh,
still in
plus
takeoff.
this time, damn.
Well, yeah, well, barely.
Plus 6, I think it was.
Luck's running
Right, I would say
Okay.
just roll a
because you didn't open incident to it, like, you know.
just roll a shot.
Oh.
Because you said
This
roll a
is
practice
good.
shot.
Give me a headache.
Just a d20 plus
The
6.
voice.
Logan, give me the numbers.
I rolled a frickin'
Yeah, the more you do it, the
Oh, you're
less
right.
you'll get.
It's a 1.
I rolled a frickin' one.
Okay, so in this first shot, Garoth like pulls it back, and it's like a low stakes roll, right?
What are
I
you
should say
shooting
low
at?
four. Just a
I'm
practice
just
shot,
just
and
practice.
the bolt goes boing and like flies up and then back, so you didn't lose an ammo,
I
but
was gonna
the
say, woo!
the massive like cord on the ballista totally like twangs and hits Garoth like multiple times. Your like, wings flare out and you kind of fall backward and catch yourself.
Well, that's not what I was expecting.
Whoa, be careful over
Anyway.
there. Careful over there. We don't want to lose a crew member on the first day.
It's
You see this board right here? It says 60 days without an accident. Let's not make it
You see what I
zero.
rolled?
Abyss.
Yeah.
I think you put the 0 in the wrong spot.
The
I really don't. I don't think I got picked up on camera. That was sorry.
Oh,
the mage hand
Did you hear what I
wipes
said,
out the
Logan?
6. Yeah. So it's just 0.
Just a zero. Damn it, it noticed it.
Oh, yeah, that's funny.
Alright,
I know
well,
where
your
they are,
punishment,
so we
you
should
gotta put it
go.
back together.
Since we're just told to go to the
I
moon.
didn't break anything. It just.
No, you just had to load
At
it.
this
and
point-
lock
Reload
it
it.
and everything and aim it.
Isabella will
Pretty
try to
buddy.
interrupt you through the bond because Isabella would have been part of the bond, and she's gonna say, "We might need to go somewhere first. Sorry."
Alright, so you're wanting to go. I'm trying to roll with the S's, but it's kind of getting me.
You don't do it every time.
Alright.
I'm trying to go. He's not getting it. He's
On the forecast.
Well,
to the cathedral of
The Stargazer.
Stargazer Cathedral on the dark side of the moon.
okay.
Because
Well,
that's where they are, and then we can talk to them. And if we have to, kick their asses.
Sounds good to me.
You can lead it.
What about the lighthouse?
We haven't hit there
Yeah,
yet.
there yet.
Got
We're going
we
to make
got
a pit stop.
Alright, so now have we made it to the lighthouse?
No, we get interrupted by Isabella saying we have to.
When we get to the moon, we might need to go to the portal on the light side first, but I think I know where to go.
Okay. Is that where we're wanting to go, though?
No, we're wanting to go to the dark side of the moon.
It's in the contract. We want to.
Say it's in the contract?
Yeah, we're supposed to explore worlds.
Some Daedalus.
Oh, yeah.
The
Well,
He
Well,
said
forgot
go
what
check
that
out the
plan was.
portal.
well,
What's up,
Isabella,
we could
we have two captains that say we'd like to go to the dark side first.
we could split up.
Unfortunately, our Commodore, is that what? Commodore and Captain are the ones flying the ships, Isabella. So I guess we're probably gonna hit the dark side first, because that's where our Commodore said to go.
Jesus Christ.
Moon just split up.
No!
I don't know about you, but
How are you getting
Well,
to the light side of
hang
the
on.
moon if we're on the
hang
dark
on.
side of the
Actually,
moon?
here, hang on. Well,
I'm not
sorry.
loading you my ship.
Well, sorry, Isla. He's on your side right now. I got Stu and Gordon.
Phew.
Just drop
I
us
got
off.
Garoth and Stu, so yeah, that's on you. Oh hey.
Hey, something else.
Hang on.
It's
One
right
of
there.
my,
What
one of
did
my
you guys
ballistas.
decide?
I have to go fix a ballista. Oh,
What
God
did you
damn it,
guys-
Garoth.
What did you guys
No, no,
decide
no,
about
no,
Daedalus?
So now, Isla, this is a conversation for you and Winter.
What did you guys
I
say
said,
about
yep, we're going to
Daedalus?
the dark side. That's what Isla said.
Bye.
I'm following. You're the Commodore, and I'm just the captain. So I kind of.
Damn it, I do outrank him.
I kind of take your commands. So
That's
when
the
you
only
say
bad
we're
thing
going to
is
the dark
I
side-
have a high rank, but I do. If he's like, she's higher rank than me, I'm like,
Throws you under the bus a lot.
Sorry,
That's what's gonna happen.
sorry guys, that's not my call.
gotta talk to my
Winter will just
boss.
walk out
Like
of the
Captain
room.
Jack did.
You know,
Okay,
she
fine.
owns another ship.
Isabella Falls.
Who's watching the fucking child to begin with? Where's the child?
With Isabella.
It's just flying out in space.
No.
Who's
I-
got it out
There's
the
something about a
toilet?
lighthouse?
No, I
It's
will
not
not. I push
like-
down the button to talk, and I go, Isabella has the child. Everything is fine. Don't worry about the child. I love the child. The child is adorable. Don't
Alright.
ever, you ever hurt that child.
I'm not gonna hurt the child. My ship is just not child-proof.
I will child-proof the hell out of it if I have to. I love that baby. Goodbye.
It's not
Lighthouse.
Like I'm not. It's not like I'm concentrating on a spell jamming helm or something.
Are you talking to me?
Oh no, she's talking to you right now,
Who, her?
Isabella.
Oh. Hey, I'm sorry, Isabella. I'm just relaying what the Commodore said. You heard it. So, I mean, we were telepathically bonded. So you did hear what
Stay in
Isla
contact.
said.
I need to hear their side. Because our reason is to talk
Where's
to the
Daedalus?
sons of.
I'm gonna, which
I-
side Daedalus on? The safer
We'll
side or
continue
the
this
safer
after the lighthouse.
Ooh, I
How's
kinda
that?
like this.
Lighthouse!
Actually, hey, as
Yeah,
we're
we're done.
having this conversation at this point, can we show up in front of the lighthouse?
All of a sudden, lighthouse!
Lighthouse!
Yes, please.
Wait, look.
If you tell me which side Daedalus is on.
Lighthouse!
I'm full up.
Okay, Daedalus is over here. He's a
I
construct,
know,
so he doesn't breathe.
I'm full up on
Yeah, so
crewing.
he doesn't have to worry
He's an
about
illusory construct.
As
So
soon as we arrive,
he
feel
simply
the ink starts
says,
flowing.
it is imperative that we explore planar portals. I can understand why you may have objectives.
Lighthouse! And
You
then
guys?
I'll press one last thing before the
You said Helos?
after the lighthouse appears. We will resume this conversation in a minute. Do you see the lighthouse?
Oh, fine. Yep, see it. Waiting for your commands.
sort of like a docking space.
Slow,
approaches both. Of
I don't
these.
know your ship, dude. It'd be one thing if you were piloting my other ship and I was like, but I don't own the black tentacle.
I'm not gonna attack if you don't.
Those
I
are
have
bigger.
I'm a ship in space. If I don't have a ship buddy, I'm not gonna go after one little ship unless it's that striking ship or whatever.
They do.
Sure, I'll initiate. Isla hears a sending spell appear into her mind. Hail, captain of these vessels.
Oh, okay. I guess that's me. One of them. There's two of us.
No big deal. You have permission to come aboard. Please join me.
I knock on the door, and I'll be like, hey,
Oh,
this
I'm
is
out.
lighthouse.
I'm out in the open.
Oh,
so
I
you-
thought I
He's
didn't know
out,
if there was
out
like
front.
Do you see that?
You
That's
run
crazy.
in, you run in,
No,
tripping and falling.
That is a lighthouse.
We're just
I
gonna
go-
take a swig of his
I
drink
was
and
just
walk
walking
in.
up.
We
to them,
this
'cause I
is-
see-
You didn't hear that. That was an ascending. I haven't even told
I
y'all.
mean, I can still
I'm
walk up to it
kinda
without that
waiting on
knowledge.
word.
We're allowed to go in. He's friendly.
Okay.
We're good now. Yep,
It's
we're good.
friendly. The voices were right. Is this what am I
I'm
right?
going up to knock on
The voices would be like going different. Is
It,
it?
just one masculine voice at the moment, but seemed friendly.
Okay. Friendly.
So let's head up there
I'll
then.
go to the lighthouse.
Yep, you ready to go?
We're
I
just
love a
fast.
lighthouse. They're involved with the ocean. I love the ocean.
Yeah.
Let's
Yes.
go!
I'm gonna knock on the door.
Lighthouses are meant are. I'm a pirate, dude.
Voices in your head are not a good
This sort
thing.
of like quaint, like arched wooden door
What's that sound?
from the side. It's like this nice burgundy red color amid the like white lighthouse. I don't know. And before you, you see this like I guess shorter than you, black feathered like ravenkin kenku fellow. He's got this like strange sort of bluish shadow of himself that is like trailing slightly behind, and there's he opens the door and you can see like a skull book in one hand, this like fine studded leather armor made from some fantastic beast, and this like sort of iconic pith helmet.
Well, greetings, little
Thank
guy.
you.
I don't need this button anymore.
That's not something you see every day.
What is your name?
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Tony.
Oh, we're not there yet. He ran ahead.
Sort of moving up to this, yeah, the rest of you are able to see this, assuming you come ashore,
Yep,
as
we
it were.
did.
There's like this chunk of earth that is just floating here amid like it's maybe like a third of the structure is the tower, like a third of the surface area.
It's like the gorillas video.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking, exactly.
That's
Feel
it,
good ink,
that's it, yeah.
Logan,
know
you
if
like
I
my
remember.
lighthouse?
Not bad.
You missed it. You completely missed it.
I did not.
I went, and lighthouse.
I was trying to finish a thing, finish a thought.
So we all see the Kenku and we walk up talking to Winter.
Right, you can see now that this wizardly fellow has like a sheathed sword on his back, and then a second sheath that is empty, that is next to it, and sort of says, "Well, I'm on my journey to find people to sell my magic artifacts, but perhaps instead I could visit all of you. You look strangely familiar. Something about you. I'm not certain."
Well, we were in the land of Mediterrania. We've done a few things there. I know that some of the cities may be familiar with our faces.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but I've traveled quite a long ways, and this is my first foray in Mediterranean.
Oh,
I haven't heard of you, but haven't recognized any of you before. Presumably haven't heard of you.
well, it's on
Huh.
because this is definitely our first time coming within the astral plane.
Have you ever met the lady Dimitri?
Meter?
Demeter.
I've fared in my time with a god or two, but not her specifically.
Do I walk up?
Represent.
And then I walk up.
Maybe it's some kind of past life.
How are you gonna do that?
Strange. It's almost like I recognize you. We've never met before, have we?
I don't recognize you.
What's your name, little Raven?
I am Reginald Thunderslash.
Cute little name.
It's the multiverse.
Pleased to meet you.
You
It's a
see,
pleasure to meet you too. Also.
Maybe good.
Since I
Go out for
follow-
some tea.
Since
If you
I
love a
follow
lighthouse.
Cade, does he have anything of that type of symbol?
Make me a religion check. Yeah.
As for that drink, you got any strong stuff?
I have history check. I'll have some food.
This one's a religion.
I do love a lighthouse. I am a pirate.
You have a long eye nice tea back there?
Yes!
Nat 20?
Natural 20 on the metal dice.
So, what you feel when you look at this figure, it definitely humanoid when you look at this wizard, but it talks about meeting gods, sparring with them, maybe? Like, you get this immediate, not weird vibe, but as opposed to like being a devotee of a god of death and meeting Orcus, the demon lord of undeath, you get this strange sort of vibe that's not familiar, but it
I know.
I don't know, it
rolled
feels
that
like
for
home.
20. Feels like home.
yeah.
Okay.
Like you look at it and
I'm
you
comfortable.
get you
Feel comfortable.
religion check, like
What
there is
is that?
something
Oh, you
about
rolled that.
this lighthouse and the
That
brightness
me
of
last
its
night? Oh my god, I don't play
like
40 or 4.
tower top.
Next one.
Same dice, too.
Well,
This one.
do I get any kind
Like
of weird?
you feel like in like if I were to put gameplay terms behind it, like no need to make insight checks on this person. They're just here. They're like whatever's going on is not malicious.
I'm gonna
They're
steal
just
back. Because
There.
I didn't roll
following the
dice, I
path.
have to roll them down my dice tower.
Well,
I don't have
nice
enough
to
room.
meet you,
What are you
Rachel.
looking
I don't have enough room in my dice tray.
You said you had artifacts and magic on it?
Some things I intend to sell, but others that I might be persuaded to part with.
What about
Or
barter?
that one.
Strangely enough,
Doesn't
I
fit
think
down
you
my
need
dice
gold
tower.
where you go.
So this one I do when I want to roll it. I do roll
No,
it.
I mean I have magic items I can trade.
That one's the only one I did. I got it in like the
Well, the-
instruction
I have an
plan.
abundance
Yeah.
of magic items.
Oh yeah, no, I did that.
I don't know if, other than perhaps a resell, I don't know what I
I
could
can't roll this
offer
dice. But
as a sort of.
I don't know, maybe trade barter
Item for item.
items for items.
Perhaps I should
I have
skip the
gold.
tea and show you what I can offer. It's
What game?
Oh, tea.
I want a tea.
oh, I've got the tea. I'm just making an illusion, like an illusion, illusion. Yes, I can offer you something stronger.
Yeah.
I want a lighthouse. They have to do with the ocean.
Please, Regina. And from like a below space, you see almost like an identical sort of Reginald Thunderslash, but sort of like feminine, and you get like, no, make an Arcana check. Anyone who wants to make an Arcana check. Yeah.
I don't know my.
Now it rolled a 4.
Fuck!
Sometimes a
Something
guess
on
is
that
helpful.
20.
Oh,
Right.
Guess
I rolled an 11.
7.
Hold on. I rolled a natural 14, but I don't know what my. What is it?
well, it's at least an intelligence. for
Intelligence.
What'd you say it was? An
Arcana check.
That's only an
I rolled a 9.
What? Arcana.
I'd say
17.
Abyss's guess is sort of echoed over the telepathic bond, and Isla is able to like confidently identify. Oh, yeah. So you tell everyone, yeah, this is a simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
You could see it sort of concentrating on something that appears to be like downstairs. Pulls out a bottle, or rather, I say conjures a mage hand and grabs a bottle as you realize Reginald's mage hand has been pouring tea for each one of you as he's been talking. And he steps over to like this sort of like fine-looking. No, actually, I never get to do this in game. So he's going to speak a command word, and then a chest is going to appear, like literally appear out of the ether, and it's going to open up, and there's like a series of vials. Listen, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm willing to offer you something to aid on this journey, though by all rights I shouldn't know what it is. These are something of my specialty. Pulls out these like, vials of like brilliant yellow liquids that have this like little streaks of black that sort of swirl around unnaturally within them, unnaturally fast. One of my favorites hands each one of you a potion of speed.
Everybody, let's write that one down.
Well, writing that one down.
That one won't actually be in your inventory. You'll have to type it at the very bottom.
No, I think it's at least in 2024 you can find it in there because
Okay.
the
Yep.
DMG says you don't suffer the lethargy from that. And let it be known that they won't find any more for quite some time.
That's it. That's all you get.
I have so many things to put things in. I have 2 pouches, a quiver, a bag of holding, a backpack, and equipment.
That's fun.
You just put it all in your bag of holding and use it
That's
as
what
each
Pyro
one.
looked like.
Right?
I was just like, and a bag, and a bag, and another
Just for
bag,
fun.
and another
You
bag.
just put all of those bags that are bags inside of the bag of
At
holding.
one time, I added an
Everyone-
item. I bought
Yeah.
20 of something, and I bought it, and I was like, oh my
Persuasion.
god, I'm so excited.
Get persuasion.
At advantage.
Add advantage.
Who?
Everyone persuasion check at advantage.
I don't have persuasion. This won't work. 12.
17.
I'm just trying to see if one of you rolls a natural 20.
I got
No.
a 0 because I rolled a nat 1 and I have a -1 in charisma.
Did you roll an advantage?
No, I didn't.
I
didn't roll
got
advantage
a
either.
dirty
Shit.
21.
That's too bad. I had a 23.
Damn it, that's still
My best is a 9.
Fuck!
I rolled
My
an
best is
18.
12.
Should I luck point it?
Well, technically, I'm already giving advantage.
Right.
So, we got a dirty 20.
Of course, when I
and
threw it in my
18.
dice tray, it rolled a 20.
Well, 18 at 23 actually.
Oh, 23.
You need a nat 20.
No, a nat 20.
I rolled
So
a 2.
on a nat 20, something special happens. But it was a roll off against each other,
I rolled a 21.
which I think the 23
was the best.
would be the best. So that would be,
Minus 17.
in terms of that, he's going to look at you. You're well rested, and he's going to say, "For now, I can offer temporary benefits. Here, a little bit of foresight for you." Taps you on the shoulder, and suddenly, your eyes flash with like powerful divination magic. It's as if you can see what is about to happen, as it's like you can see a fraction into the future at all times.
This is interesting.
And for the next 8 hours, you will have foresight.
It gives you advantage.
Thank you.
And for the rest of you, he pulls out
Thank you,
this like
Rachel.
strange sort of bag of holding looking thing, but it's got like a spigot. And then he's going to like pour from his bag of endless brewing, and a cauldron will appear. This one, yeah, I'm just trying something. We'll see how it turns out. You each, the 5 of you exactly, can each pull a bloody Maryland out of this cauldron as a bonus action.
Is that an item on here? Or
It is not.
what does that do again?
It gives you an extra reaction once in the next minute of each one.
It's Meredith.
This is an alcoholic drink.
How do
Meredith.
you spell it?
Marilith, I believe.
Meredith. Okay, got it.
I said bloody. Bloody!
Hang on,
Bloody
I actually have it right here. but I don't think-
Marilith.
It gives you
It works for me.
An extra reaction.
Hey, I spelled it right. That's
For
fine.
minutes until you use it.
Marilith.
Normally, you can only take 1 reaction per round with it. 1 round, you can take 2. You just have to drink it beforehand as a bonus. And yeah, if any of you had rolled a natural 20, you would have gotten like a Reginald Divine Intervention. You could have used it at one point. But,
Bummer.
No one got it.
10
Wish,
d20s.
Give me another.
That's what I got offer.
10 d20s.
You still
What?
get something out of the roll, but there could have been
Right.
something special if there was something else.
Right.
That's okay.
Well, thank you very much, Reggie. I
Yes.
feel at ease on this route.
Good. Unfortunately, I must be on my way. And I think you all too. Make good use of that magic.
Appreciate your
Alright.
gifts. Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Till we
Now
meet
go
again.
back to my ship, the Black Tentacle.
Before you go back to your ship, can we please talk? I don't want to.
I don't think we're talking on his route.
Alright,
at the
once
moment.
you get to your ship, can we please talk?
Yes.
Okay.
Or do we want to go to one ship for the moment and talk and dock?
We can't.
We can dock
We can
together.
back with each
Oh,
other.
we can talk. Yeah, sure. Wait. Who? I don't care.
I'll go to your ship.
Okay. I was like, come on over if you want.
Where you going, boss?
We're gonna dock together. Tony, keep an eye out. I'm gonna go talk to Isla.
Alright, I'll keep an eye on the ship.
You should
Thank you.
come, and you should come too. You should tell them that.
I'm gonna say, hey, I'm gonna, Logan,
What?
I'm gonna do this and then set
No,
it
the same
on
guy said we need to talk to.
armrest.
I don't think you out. Well, you want to go to the
Yeah,
right
there
side.
you go, buddy.
Because I have not decided.
Oh.
He's just.
Ah, jeez.
Elf shoes on the thing for
I
me.
might have a
There
higher
you go,
rank than you,
buddy.
but he doesn't realize I
No,
can
I won't lose concentration this time.
Right, yeah. Yeah, don't lose concentration. Alright, so, Stu, Gareth,
Don't go
and
anywhere.
myself have come over to your ship.
Okay.
I'll go too.
Yeah, I said Stu.
Hi, Miss Manda. Wasn't he a monkey?
Yes. He was actually a space species.
I'm loving his voice though.
Yes.
When you do hear out play over the point, I haven't set my mind on the dark side. Yes, they're killing me. Right side. I'm not saying that we don't get you killed. I'm just
going
saying-
wherever you guys go.
Okay, so let me hear them out.
Wherever you go.
Isabella and Winter about why they need to go to the light side first.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's like something real, it's hard to do. But if it's like a big reason, like maybe yeah, you can go do something wild shit. Why did you two get married and have a baby? I want to go to the light side of the moon.
Yeah. Hey Tim, I'm doing your son in this campaign.
You say that.
Oh, shit.
Or at least did.
Wow.
Isabella.
Don't worry, in the first ever DM
That's
campaign,
a reference
or
to
D&D campaign we ever did, I was doing my husband. So it
Oh wait, it's even better because they had a child together.
I haven't gotten that.
Adoption.
No, not
I
adoption.
know.
that
It
was
really
all
isn't.
I
natural.
know.
That was all natural.
All natural.
All natural.
I just was looking
You're
so
all
bad.
As for my reason to go to the light
Sorry.
side, I'm gonna look at Daedalus, then look back at you and be like, that's the job we're being paid to do. We can do that thing after we finish
Oh
up.
hell no, you ain't gonna talk to me like that, Winter. I know you
Wasn't.
did not just speak up like that.
Not to you.
That's why I can't do the other things first.
It's like you're telling us what to do here.
Do I know
Those
If
guys
we-
just attacked the temple. We could find them and end them. It's the guys that attacked those temples.
I don't know.
So, I'm
Only
just finding
one of
out
them
about
looks
this.
She
sketchy out of
doesn't
the
care
rest.
about the gods, remember?
What is
Ejected.
what is going on?
Hate has been pretty good to me lately since at the end of whenever we fought Helena and stuff like that.
Because
And I
they
know-
also get a vote.
Right, they also get a
Me.
vote, and then you and you have the side, and I have hate. Do you guys have any deities that? know you do,
Demeter.
You're a cleric, right?
Demeter.
I have no affinity
Demeter.
for gods. What they
But do you hate them?
Not really, no. I
So
just-
right now it's at the worst 3-2.
Well, I think the three were interesting. I'd like to talk to them again.
I would like. That's what I'm saying. Is we hear them out.
Is that on the
I'm
dark
not
side
saying
of the moon?
that's on the dark side of the moon. They just threatened those temples and threatened a bunch. Like they could have hurt a bunch of people.
We at least at the
Yeah, we
most
wanna
need to
hurt
go
them.
over there and see why.
But there were. I had to save somebody.
There is also a portal on the dark side.
There's also a portal on the dark side of the moon.
It is near a village.
2 for 1. Pow! So why is there a bigger reason why we need to go to the light side of the moon, or can we go to the dark side of the moon first? I like the dark side because it's dark and mysterious and creepy, and you got that cool daylight wand.
I'm
Which if you
cool.
cast it, it'll be like the light side of the moon for like a portion. It'll be so
Hey,
cool.
I'm cool with going to the dark side. That sounds.
Is there a
interesting.
bigger reason that you need to go to the light side? Because then we will go to the light side. If your reason is a very good reason,
You
equal.
will go to the light side.
Will you please, so we don't split up? We were being paid to go together. There's a portal on. Please.
Hang on.
You said you were going where I'm
Wait,
going.
I'm getting ready to use your words against
You
you.
said I'm going where I'm going. I'm using your words against you
Right,
first.
but you said I have my own ship. I should do my own thing.
But then you said I'm going where you're going.
It's your
thing.
After that,
I would
so.
encourage
What you wanna do?
The reason Isabella specifically did it to me is so no one else knew, right?
She did it in private because she's nervous about it, but I think if you pressed her, she would say you could tell her.
Wish I knew how to cast sanding myself.
Oh, you have the rings.
Oh, that's right. The ring. I forgot about the ring.
Yep.
Which
Yeah,
is
'cause
weird,
me
'cause
and,
I was just talking about him too.
You.
I'm gonna do a quick telepathy to Isabella and be like, "Can I tell them?"
Yes, if it'll win a moment.
But
What you need right now.
because
You're getting ready
I
to have
choose-
some fun.
I choose the light side because that portal specifically, I have a meeting inside there.
Meaning for what?
For my wife's patron wants to meet me.
That's kind of a big deal of this.
Yeah, it is a big deal considering he doesn't care for the gods.
Maybe it'll change him.
And his patron is a god?
An archfey.
Actually, so technically not. It's a powerful demon.
Yep, I'll go.
I'm really trying to split the party here, bro. I knew
No,
as soon as he
no,
said we need to go to the
At
light
this
side.
point, I'm just, yeah, I'm following, let's go.
I'll say, at this point, Isabella would say, I think my patron can guarantee our safety. I don't know if she can guarantee your safety with them.
I don't think it's
Oh,
really
hell.
Which
guaranteed.
is why you can drop us off.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say, the hell with that, you can go your own.
Are you trying to split the freaking party?
You're allowed to as long as you don't split it on planets.
Okay, fine.
You're not allowed to split the party between planets.
Which means you'll have to go back.
That would kill me.
Yeah, no, that would probably be horrible.
That's bookkeeping.
Yeah.
We can only do that in the finale.
In the
And that's only, yeah, like.
Oh, she just broke the fourth wall.
Alright, hey, that works out. How about you guys?
Will you at least stick
Isla?
with me so we don't get there and fucking blow them the fuck
Well,
up?
we have our helms, so technically you could be on the light side and I could be on the dark side and we could still communicate.
Yeah, but can you not go to the dark side so that you don't attack them?
I won't attack them.
You
We
have to
need-
promise me this.
I promise we need information.
Because we need to
Only if-
understand.
Only if I'm attacked first.
Fair,
Yeah,
if they
well,
attack,
I
but do
do.
non-lethal. Please do non-lethal.
It depends on what it is.
If you can't do non-lethal, that's fine. But if you
I
can,
can
try.
promise you I will not attack anybody unless they attack me first.
Fair enough.
Alright,
And he probably shouldn't be the first to approach.
Stu and Gareth, are you guys coming with me?
I can. If you want to go with him straight to the dark side, you can. If you want, I can send 2 of my crew members over to his ship, and you 2 can come onto my
Okay.
ship and drop them off on the
Who's
light side.
going to the dark side?
Me.
I'll go to the dark side.
Well, we're all going to the dark side eventually.
Right, but you're going to the light side with
I'm going to the
Winter.
light side
Who's
first.
going right away? Okay, he's going here. I'm going with him.
He said, no.
Nope, I'm going with Abyss.
I'll
So we got
continue to
Stu
stay.
coming with Abyss. Are you gonna go with them or come with us?
I'm going with you.
Are there any lemon cookies left? I'm
I'm
finishing
going
them.
So we have Stu and Gareth coming with me. Isla, Winter.
That's
See
the
you on
only
the other
one.
side.
I did say no earlier, so.
I guess, is there anything you need to tell me before I board my ship and head over to the dark side?
Don't die.
Don't die.
Alright, is there, you said there's some kind of station out there,
What you're looking for is
right? Wait,
ruins.
even better. Alright, on the first one that you said, not the
Like the orb.
the radio one, do we have coordinates?
The radar one.
Right. Do we have coordinates on this radar? Because if we do, we can meet back at these coordinates. And if we don't,
No, 'cause-
something's wrong.
Yeah. Because we could go scope it out. And then we meet back up here.
Right. It's like, look, I'm sure we know how the time is working, so we'll say, hey, 2 days time, meet back.
We're not going to need 2 days' time, are we?
Well, depending, because that portal
We
will
don't
take
know.
you to the Feywild.
We're not going to the Feywild. Only Winter and Isabella are.
Okay.
I'm dropping them off.
Okay. Then I'll wait right here for you.
Then wait here. Yeah, that's
I'll
fine.
wait
And
here and you go drop them
I'll
off.
drop them off. Waste some frickin' fuel.
They don't
They
need
need fuel.
They don't need fuel. We just have to pick them back up.
We can
I'm
just
gonna
go into
zoop,
orbit.
zoop, zoop, zoop,
and wait
so-
for them.
zoop, zoop, over to the light side.
Sorry, Winter. I don't know when we're gonna get back, but you'll figure it out.
We can
Black
just-
Tentacle goes off for a scouting mission. Well,
No, he's
Winter
waiting
and
at
Isabella-
the coordinates.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just waiting.
I'm just waiting at the coordinates because she's going to drop him off at the portal.
And then we're gonna meet back up where we were, just
Right.
like where we met, we bumped into Reginald, and then
Putting on space.
Well,
I'll say that
I-
you're pretty close to like.
there's Daedalus on our ship.
Yeah, Daedalus. is-
Okay.
she's-
Because I was like, he's the one who knows how to get to the
Hey
portal,
boss,
right?
why don't we just go into orbit?
Actually,
Alright,
actually,
well-
I think I can do it.
We'll stay with it. Well, no, I want to stay at these coordinates because she has the coordinates for this location. So if we stay at this location, her
The
coordinates.
moon rotates. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
You're
Okay,
staying in a
well.
position relative to the moon. It does move around.
It rotates when it rotates enough to
So
one side of
as
the moon always
we're gonna
here.
stay in the orbit of the coordinates you need.
Yeah.
to get back.
We're staying in this.
That's pretty
We will
close
meet
to,
up
like-
back here at X and Z, X, Y, Z.
Right.
The
yeah.
edge.
Meet me here when you get back.
Deal.
We know what-
Ejected.
We know what we're saying. We're good.
As Winter, Isabella, and Alexandria are on this ship, and the conversation sort of ends, the baby giggles.
Swear to God, I'm chick.
You fuck her shit up, she got back.
I have it too.
Oh.
I will kick you.
What if
over.
she just rolls?
It's not me.
She
it's
has
that
the
kid.
frightened condition until the end of her next turn, and the DM determines the source of her fear.
Me.
So, I'll say,
Winter. It's winter.
well, I don't want to. He could cause fear, so I don't want that to happen right now. I'd say it's like,
Okay.
there's like a corridor down the ship, and it's like dark at the end, and
The light's gone out.
right, like
But-
she
because
starts.
She blew up in
She
that
starts
corner.
like,
and I haven't prepared
crying
it
and
yet.
like screaming and looking at it and being frightened, and then 6 seconds pass and she sort of calms down. Remarkably easy for a baby.
Still pick her up and like, bounce her in the hall.
She definitely like forgets it pretty instantly as you sort of like whisk her so that the that space that she was looking at is to her back, right? Yeah, you guys are able to head forth this
She
way.
giggles.
Then she screams.
What is
Shit, then she screams.
Isabella's survival?
Oh, her survival.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Is she +2?
+2. So,
I rolled with them. Oh.
Can I do my survival? Or
what's higher, yours or Isla's?
Hold on, let me check my survival.
mine's +5.
That's pretty good.
But Isla, I think, has expertise in survival.
If she does, yours is better.
I don't. Mine's a +1.
Oh, I have the better one out of all.
So roll at advantage plus a d4.
Add advantage plus a d4. Where are my d4s? There it is.
Altman's.
No, I rolled a 24. 15 plus 5 plus 4.
Strangely enough, it's Winter's guiding with Isabella's guidance that gets you there, Isla. Daedalus doesn't do hardly anything.
You jack shit.
But you realize that as you come across this like patch of moonlight in the large like landscape of this bright section of the moon, you realize that this garden may not have to appear here. and winter has found it in spite of that. So you're able to sort of step through here. Well, I guess you don't have to land yet. You approach this place, and what you can see is literally like there are plants and like flower beds and trees in this like strange sort of ethereal garden, but all of it is just made out of like prismatic light. Just this like bright radiance of moonlight reflecting off the surface and like shimmering into existence like a beautiful garden.
Winter, do you have a plan to get back in case we die for some sort of reason?
If you were to die, I guess the best thing would be to village on the dark side of the moon.
Well, no, I mean, how are you going to get back to Earth?
I'm sure someone will stop by eventually.
You're in the Feywild. Can't you just plane or shift at some point? Like,
Yeah, we'd be able to plane shift
Okay.
that.
I just wanted to make,
there.
Might be safer here than.
I just wanted to make sure. Because I was like,
nice knowing you, buddy.
Oh, you said
I
you
d-
were waiting at the coordinates.
I am.
At this
Still
point,
got
the telepathic bond.
Oh,
Grab me a plant, by the way, before it ends.
That is part of our objective.
What, a plant?
Searching for flora and fauna.
Oh, cool.
Yes, Flora.
That is good. I already grabbed a plant from Earth, so.
You gotta put on a suit, right?
Oh, hey, that's cool. My teleportation circle will get us
Well,
there.
theoretically, you have your own sort of like temporary.
I'm not
air,
getting out of the
but-
ship.
I never said you were ordered.
We still got a suit. I might as well keep it with me.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you're
would-
telling him to like get you a
It would
plane.
give you a longer supply of air on
No.
the
Yeah.
You get
Still
me a
gonna
plant.
do that.
Just have
Okay.
one of your.
Take one of my
Go get
bags.
Are there actual
Yeah.
plants in the garden, or is it like a light garden?
Well, that's what we're about ready to find out if they're touchable or
Right. You don't know?
Send the crew member to touch it. If he dies, it's okay. Collateral.
not. Winter
Oh, I like
is
my
gonna jump
crew.
off while carrying Isabella.
Yeah, for sure. So you're able to like slowly just descend. Strangely enough, like the gravity is a little bit less here, and you're able to like you don't even need a slow fall. You just sort of like you're in these like weird suits and a smaller one for the baby. Which they it's a magic item, so it fits. The,
One door.
you sort of step into this like garden of moonlight, and you try and feel like a branch of a tree. Your hand just
It's
goes.
not touchable.
I report the plants aren't real. The plants aren't real.
Oh, because you two can communicate still.
Of bitch.
Winter would still try and draw one down, however it looks.
Would you want Daedalus with you for this?
Yeah, because he's the one that wants this information.
Right, so he's going to put on his own
And we won't go to the
environmental
dark side
suit,
portal
and
until
he's
we
going to be
pick you
with
back up.
He's going to sort of look at you guys and say, it's likely we need to cross the threshold in order to find samples of flora.
We shall go.
I think it should just be up here. Impressive that you found this place. Isla, as you're sort of looking at them, they're getting closer to this sort of like batch of like brightness that sort of shimmers and refracts and is opaque as opposed to most of this space. You guys are able to find it actually without issue in this case. There's no sign of any sort of hostile beings or strange alien creatures. You're just kind of alone on the moon with like moonlight. And you walk up towards this portal where this like opaque sort of angled plane that just kind of sits there in space among the moonlight, and you can reach up and as you touch it, it like ripples out like a like water, but the speed of the ripples is all wrong. Like it's not water. It's lighter than water. So you look at it and it like ripples out as you touch it, and Isabella says she will protect us. Isla, you watch as essentially the four of them step into the threshold. They are gone. tick. They step back out.
I
What
just
you-
put it in reverse.
What happens is
Some bitch.
Isabella comes up to you and goes, "The Archfey gave us a wish to return on time.
Oh, so you'll come to that later.
So a whole adventure not a whole adventure, but what we're about to get into, has to happen before this point where I was like, oh, I can pick it back up."
Okay. What?
He's about to solo session with Roscoe next week.
No.
No.
What happens in the Feywild
Stays in the field.
can't kill him. He was just sent back by the Archfey.
Oh, okay. Get back on then. Did you get a
Normally-
plant?
If you leave the Feywild, you have to roll a D100. Only way around that
Wish.
is a wish. An Archfey can grant that wish in their domain.
Did you get a plant?
I should have picked up the flower.
You did. In fact, as the four of you, three step into this portal, you're greeted by sort of familiar space. It's like there are these like kaleidoscopic rainbow leaf trees that are like all around this like little forest grove that you've appeared in, like a sort of color pool on the other side of you as you step through it, and there's like these rich green-leafed ferns that are like around this where the forest sort of ends. They make this like large patch around what you can see to be like a small fey city. There's like this sort of space is built into like collections of homes and apartments that are built in like multicolored sort of shades. They appear to be sort of like there are some like stucco communities, like buildings or like entire neighborhoods in certain cities that are like all painted individual colors, and they're like a bright tapestry when they look at together. And then beyond that, you can see, like at the center of the city, there is this like gleaming, beautiful palace, and it's similarly made entirely of prismatic light. Welcome back to the Feywild.
Great to be home.
You sort of look over at these like beautiful rainbow trees, and you kind of get a bead for it. They don't look like they'll have any medicinal benefits or anything. You don't need to roll for this one. You look around and the trees are cool, but not really weird. Go ahead and make a medicine check on the these ferns. You step out. You can roll guidance as well.
Oh, yay. Oh, no. 15?
15, I think is enough. You sort of look at these ferns and get kind of a bead on them. They're like a really rich green, which is almost unusual in the Feywild. You're kind of looking at it, and you can see like, what you can tell, they look healthy. They look safe to eat in that regard. They don't look particularly nutritious, but what you can glean on a 15 is that if you ingest one of these, it's kind of like a protection for poison.
Ah, okay. Cool. I'll take about, pick a few of the ferns.
Yeah, you can take a few samples, absolutely. Sort of Daedalus helps you pick some good spots. It is like unlikely, but promising, potentially. Could be something like this.
Any kind of specialty flowers in this area?
no flowers around here per se. You sort of look around and get a beat that like those ferns are the most like almost magical plant around. That makes sense. You kind of have some of it is a natural affinity for being amongst the Feywild, right? But you kind of look over and you're like, don't see any flowers. Best guess so far, palace.
Alice time.
They sort of zoom forward. I don't want to waste too much time, so what you see, well, I think it's about. Is that good?
Yeah.
Oh my arms! No, respect the ball. Don't know what they were doing. SpongeBob like that.
Some guys look good bald. Some guys,
King Neptune did
like my
the
former
nose.
teacher.
Well,
I'm not gonna get any more specific than
He
that.
was baldy.
Look like
Sh-
Heisenberg.
shaved his
He
head
said
and
he
now
was
he's
fitting.
ugly.
That's not fitting.
Well, no, he had the hair around
He was
his
hot,
head, right?
shaved his head, now he's not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not.
on top.
That's balding.
So as you approach the palace, you can see like sort of goblinoid and elf citizens that exist here. There's a few like not Eladrin in any of these areas, but you can see like bugbear and hobgoblin, as well as a few centaur that sort of like patrol, like a group of patrolling centaur that step through near the palace. Everyone seems to let you pass, and as you cross this like drawbridge that appears before you, it like comes down and it's like multicolored and rainbow, but hard as stone, and it honestly it looks like the Bifrost, right? But as you cross this like rainbow drawbridge, what you see beneath it is a moat of like shifting dark nothingness. It's like an entire palace of light, and then the moat around it is like its inverse, just roiling black darkness that your dark vision cannot pierce.
Let's try not to fall.
You move the baby sort of away from the edge as you carefully cross this space safely. As you do so, a group of hobgoblins lets you in and actually ushers you up. There are some pixies in this chamber that you enter that appears to have like a throne room at the other end of it. But as you look down, you can't tell if the other end is just super, super far away, or as you sort of gain focus, you realize that even far away as it is, that throne is very tiny. Right? And atop the tiny throne is a pixie, or what looks to be. She begins to fly up, and as she flies, she actually grows larger as she approaches. It's this, well, you wouldn't be familiar with it, but maybe our viewers might be familiar with Zarina Wispgiver. It's this sort of like pixie-ish, almost Tinkerbell-esque vibe with like blonde hair and this simple sort of gown that as it flows, it flows, it's like a simple green gown, but there's like a depth and a richness to the greens and the layers of colors that is like wind blowing a field of grass, almost, you know, that one like Microsoft background, Windows background for a long time. That's kind of the shades of grass. That is like, there's a depth to the greens of her like simple gown, and she's got these beautiful, vibrant dragonfly wings on her back. And as she flies up to you, she grows to the size of a person, and then grows to the size, maybe like 25 feet encompassing this space, and goes, "It is good that you have come, Winter. You are betrothed, or you are committed to a follower of mine, and thus you have made a commitment to me. I am the Archfey of the Sealy Court, Zarina Wispgiver. It is an honor."
Winter
Dang it, Smokey.
I have spoken to you. I have seen your adventures through the familiar that I have granted my protege,
That makes sense.
Warlock. I have seen your quest to travel these portals, and also I've seen the devastation caused by the revolutionaries. I would see that you would seek out their coven in the Stargazer.
Cathedral.
Stargazer Cathedral. Thank you. It was on the tip of my tongue. It is a sea. And prevent them from destroying that holy place as they destroyed the place of power in Crete. Do this for me, for the binds of the gods are not the contracts made with the Sealy court between the gods and them must be upheld.
I will not kill them. I will stop them from destroying the cathedral, but I will not kill my old allies. They are powerful to me.
I am pleased you will obey this order. See that it is done, or you shall face my wrath.
These are not.
Isabel is just like sort of cowering in the moment, like you realize that she's like right behind you. As the tension sort of fades in the room and the figure gets smaller and smaller and smaller until a tiny pixie sits atop a throne once more. And you are ushered out.
Really?
Immediately, Isabella. That is not what I expected. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
She didn't even talk to me. Whew.
We're off to see the wizard.
I hold her hand.
Thank you.
When he comes back from the Feywild, is his daughter like 16 or 21?
No, thanks to the Archfey, a wish sort of, you feel the echoes of magic pass through you and hit the portal, and there's like a sense within you that you know that time is on your side.
Okay.
Rolling
So
the
then I
stones,
pick him
baby.
up and we fly to the coordinate, and then we meet up.
Okay.
Shit.
Did you say anything when you get picked up?
No.
We're off to Stargazer Cathedral. We're off to Stargazer Cathedral.
I'm sure this will work great.
Winter will keep this one to himself.
I missed that whole part.
That's
Good.
great. He's gonna keep it to himself. You can watch it with everyone else. I don't know the date of episode 2. I can't remember what day this is premiering. Y'all will figure it out. It's a Thursday.
Didn't you say
You can-
26 was the first
You can
one?
watch it on Thursday. Yeah, but I can't figure out what the...
So that'd be the
What would you
30th
say with it?
or be the 3rd or 4th.
30 days.
Acquiring some semblance of flora, you get sort of
There's
a
30 days
vibe of the fauna in this Archfey's domain, some sort of, well, I was going to say fierce, angry entity that has made deals with gods.
Oh.
As she ushers you on to the next stage of your journey, you all are able to, with relative haste, arrive at the place that somehow Isla just knows how to get to.
They didn't pick us back up?
No,
No, they're not with you guys.
She picks them up, she goes to you, and then she just knows how to get there.
Okay.
Like she dreamed of this place just last night.
Oh, she told me about it.
Yeah. But there's no roll on this one.
Yeah.
Just so. As you all are approaching this next stage, you can see there's these sort of like large stretches of like a flat section around a bunch of craters, and then parked next to it, indeed, a Shrike ship is sitting on the moon's surface. So after a moment, you're able to sort of descend. I'd say that just with your aerial perspective, you can kind of see what looks to be like a little like entryway next to the Shrike ship. That is a staircase that leads down into like beneath the moon's surface.
We gotta go in there.
I just had need to fly. That's okay.
Is there anybody on the Shrike ship?
You don't see anybody at the moment.
I'm going on there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Here
Does
it
anybody
goes.
want to go with me? You don't have to.
I was literally just told to do something about this cathedral. They have anything on there?
I'm getting ready to find out.
I guess
I'll go with you.
I'll go with.
Alright.
You do sort of a quick scout into this Shrike ship. You can see, indeed, it's completely empty. Even no sign of a spell jamming helm.
Oh, shit.
Is there a place where it would be?
Mm-hmm.
Tear it apart.
Well, he's saying
Well,
there's
it's
not one
an
there.
empty room.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start destroying
The
the
room.
ship.
Oh.
They're not going anywhere. I'm getting ready to fuck this ship up.
Okay,
Oh.
So I'm getting ready to take down the sails. All of it's coming down. You guys told me not to kill him. I'm not killing him.
as soon as you
That's
start striking the space in this area, there's like a chill in the air as a figure appears out of nowhere. Clad in like a black trench coat, sort of like blue and green accents, familiar looking goatee with a vicious snarl, and like a buzz cut. Like
See you
hair is,
again.
hair is a little bit back. I think you should come with me. You want to make a wisdom save?
Yeah, let's do
I'm
it.
there too. I went.
Oh, great. Third level. Both of you make a wisdom save. Hold person.
Oh. Come grab some dice.
No,
That's kind of what I felt.
Who's making a wisdom save?
Those
Just
two.
the two of them.
I went with them.
No, you
No, you
didn't.
did
You
not.
go aboard the ship.
Oh, I didn't.
I'm not going.
This is a 23.
So that would succeed.
13.
Doesn't naturally.
That is not enough.
Oh.
So as his magic freezes one of you in place,
Thank God.
When I still
Magic
pause, or am I
resistance.
just completely
You're
here?
completely
Thank
out of
goodness for
place.
magic resistance.
he sort of looks you over and is like, "Clever, but we have to talk first."
Be there in a moment.
I'm just looking at you. I can't even speak.
Damn, I don't have very well spelled. Yeah, I'm sorry, they're not my favorite.
This is another fine mess you've got me
His
into.
finger just slowly starts to flip you off because he's held in
Okay,
place.
I'm gonna cast Topic Hideous Laughter. I need a wisdom save.
A wisdom save.
I flipped him off, not you.
No, I'm not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing it.
Oh, that would be funny. Old person laughing his ass out.
Tides of Chaos. Ooh, it's only a 16.
Oh, does that
That's
just
good
beat
enough.
it?
That just beats it. That's exactly
Oh, that's
what it is.
exact-
That sucks.
Well, then he doesn't have to use his reaction to add to it, so.
Damn.
Yeah. Alright, well,
He goes,
That was a rough
I made you laugh anyway.
He's just not dying.
Right.
there's only willing creatures, right?
Alright, fine. We'll come and talk to you. Would you please release my friend?
He's willing.
Fine.
Does he disappear?
He starts walking back.
Just let him keep walking. Alright, guys, let's go.
I'll follow him.
I'm gonna tell Isabella to stay on the ship.
We can fix what you break. Just walks off.
I will tell Isabella to prepare a haste through her familiar.
She's going to send it forward. And, I'll say, as part of this, Isabella taps Isla, and you can transfer the concentration and attunement over to her.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I have 5
The spell
bombs in
jamming
my
helm.
place.
Oh.
So then she's gonna pilot the ship
Okay.
while you're.
This isn't pyro, dude.
I only have 5.
Different character, same destruction.
No, really?
So the 6 of you. Yeah, with Tony.
Yeah. No, Tony stayed on the shoot.
You want to keep Tony on the ship? Okay.
Should we bring Daedalus?
Well, he's going.
well, this isn't his
I'll
thing.
I'll bring Tony with me because we have the crew.
Okay.
He can give the concentration over to one of the warlock or sorcerers we have.
Yeah, Daedalus will pause, and then Tony can come with you as the group of you exit and sort of descend down this staircase. Down the staircase, you can see like different. Oh goodness, there's artistry and murals along the walls here that depict ancient myths of when the gods walked Gaia, when the Olympians walked the earth. As you descend down into the bottom, there is like this entryway that is sort of lit with very faint glowing lights. It's dim light in here, but you can see that the entryway has like a set of double doors at the opposite side of the staircase, and then in the center of the room there's like a fountain that is flowing water, and you look at it and you can tell it's holy water.
Can I throw a couple of vials a hole in the wall?
Yeah. You
I don't have any extra vials.
fill
I've
some
already got
vials
some
and it
over
just keeps on flowing.
How much damage if I fill the moonshine bottle up with it?
That's like, look out, vampire abolitionists. Or that's the wrong word.
They have like 4 splashes in it.
Oh,
Are
by
you
the
an
way,
undead?
I do have the ring
Are
of
you an
blood.
undead?
Have that.
Are you a vampire?
So I can help you in
I'm not a
empty
vampire.
space. There we can see there's like a number of like stone statues depicting different gods in this chamber, and then the one to Artemis is absent, but this is just the entryway.
So I'll walk around looking for the meter.
Indeed, you can find sort of this like very finely crafted stone statue of the goddess. She's got like a basket in one hand that's hanging from her hand, and it's full of ripe, delicious looking food that's painted.
Okay.
Most of these are painted, and they're dull from a certain extent, but you can still tell what color they look. And then in her other hand, I'd say her other hand is actually like over her heart. I'd say like this.
Okay. So I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna pull out a small loaf of bread and put it on top of the fruit.
Absolutely.
Kind of, just bow.
You can feel like a warmth from the basket as you go inside.
You are here. Thank you for your presence and for your protection and for your value.
Let's say the mantra doesn't reflect like a verbal response that you give. It's just kind of an affirmation that is heard. That makes sense. As you guys are sort of looking at this chamber, you realize that as you're heading down the stairs, you heard the door shut. That wherever that figure went, he went into the room beyond.
Who's going to knock on the door?
Yes,
Or
I'll-
just open it?
I'll go and open it, I guess.
All right.
I'll follow
Oh.
right behind.
Stu steps forward with Winter just behind, and as you walk in, you can see that the chamber that you enter is like a grand sort of cathedral here with multiple pews, and then up at the near the top there's a podium where someone would stand and give speeches, as well as like a much more intricate effigy of Artemis, sort of at the very back, and then as opposed to sort of a Christian cathedral that would have like a large entryway and then sort of side alcoves, there are some spaces where there are doors on the edges that appear to lead to other subterranean, maybe the right word, but sublunar rooms.
How well was this room lit?
You look up and you realize that there's no light in this room, but it is still somewhat lit because the ceiling is entirely clear. Like these like massive glass sort of sheets of the roof, and as you look up, the stars that you see in the space fill the. They are matched by lines indicating their constellations. So you can sort of see like certain. I can't remember any names of the constellations.
Drago.
But there's like
Orion's belt.
there-
They did a
Orion's
little
belt is a
different.
great example because it's Orion is I think a Greek hero, but there's like a collection of stars here, constellations that you can only see on the dark side.
Right. How far are we away from that?
So I'm gonna
podium?
go.
Maybe 100 feet, but as you look into this room, you see that there are a number of figures sort of sitting amongst the pews. Probably farthest away at the podium is that woman who gave the speech from before, Xenia, is sitting like
Venom,
next
no,
to
Venom,
the
no,
elevated podium
Logan,
space.
stop Venom, stop Venom.
Please, baby. You're so cute. Don't do that.
There is Lysandrix and Garrick, maybe 30 feet from her on the left side of the chamber, like off to the side of the pews, sort of sitting against the wall. This Farkas figure that I've been describing, now with more hair than he had before, is closest to you, walking in the opposite direction, like just at the pews at this point, at the rear end. But next to him, and sort of walking past immediately, is this fifth figure that you actually haven't seen before, except Winter has. A short, like halfling-looking individual, sort of clad in dark leathers.
Would I remember her name?
It's a boy. You remember him from the Feywild. You look over and you can see this like roguish figure that you remember. His name is Heath.
Heath?
Heath.
Oh, Keith, that's right.
And he sort of looks at you with like an intense stare and goes, "Winter." sort of walks up. I didn't know. They told me that we would be meeting here. This is great.
Yeah, it really is, Keith. How you been?
Good, good. Do you recall this place? Look around. The Order of Unyielding Faith. That temple that we visited, that structure, the monastery, it led me here.
Oh.
Look around. You can see the statue and stone carvings are indicative of Argos exploration here. It looks to be that a number of these figures, as he's sort of looking around, they built this for the gods, but it was Argos that built it. This is an ancient cathedral. There's a lot of power.
You don't happen to be with those people? He points out all the ones that...
You see Farkas sort of hold his ground, but when you mention them, Keith looks back at those other three, Lysandrix, Garrick, and Xenia, and they sort of won't make eye contact with him. Yeah, kinda. It's been a long time, but we've been working together for a little over a year on this.
Then I do apologize for this dear friend, and I'm going to try and stunning strike him.
Oh, Jesus. Alright.
We're gonna start a fight already? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect to see Keith here, but yeah.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. Do you want to perhaps spend a little bit of movement in this moment to catch him off guard?
I would, yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll an attack at advantage.
Yep.
It's only
Can I have your player's handbook?
first round.
Oh yeah, when I do
Here,
this,
I'm not using mine.
you'd kind of see Winter fade for a second before appearing behind Keith as he brings his an axe kick down with his foot.
Alright,
That
It's
is
just
a
non-strike.
24 to hit.
which does hit.
Alright.
This is just incapacitation, right?
Yeah, I'm doing non-lethal for this. Oh, that would definitely 14 damage plus a stunning strike, so a wisdom save.
Alright, so... Or is it a wisdom or a con? I think...
It's a con save, that's right.
For
But
this
it
rogue,
uses
you're going to
it
be-
uses my wisdom for the DC.
Exactly. For this rogue, you're much better off choosing con, actually. How much damage did you say that was?
14. That's near max. I only have a max of 15 for one strike.
I don't want to roll that one. I'm
At the moment, I have yet to get D12 damage.
going to... Ooh, okay, so... He's not very good at this, but it's a 22.
Oh, he's not very good at this, but it's a 22. Great.
Sure he passed.
Yeah,
So,
he definitely passed.
Doesn't something happen even though he fails?
Half movement speed and disadvantage on his next attack.
So as you sort of strike him and he winces in response and sort of I'd say what you see is the sorcerer from before kind of goes and he's gearing up to like do something. Does anyone else want to act in this moment? We don't have a lot of
We're in
time
front
left,
of
so
all
I'm-
three of those ones that we just seen.
you wanna do what?
We're in front of all the three people that just started that shit in there.
And you just
So-
watched Winter make the first attack this time.
There are 4 people that you recognized from that
Yeah.
thing, and then there is a 5th halfling that has just walked right up to Winter. You've never seen this guy before in your life. Started talking to him like he
So,
knows him,
4
and then
plus-
Winter attacks him.
4 plus 3 is 7.
No, 5.
There's
Oh.
5 in total now because of the one I just hit. You don't know the little guy I just hit, but Winter does.
I'll leave.
You're gonna step outside?
Yep.
Okay.
I yell out, stop! We're here to talk.
Are we? Or are we just here to watch them destroy something again?
They wanted to talk. We're
Right
here
there
for a
before.
meeting.
Yeah, well, some things have just come up.
Would you care to share those things with the rest of the group?
Not at this time.
Then the
how can
things
we-
don't matter and they
Then
shouldn't
how
affect
can we
it.
trust you? You walked out on me on the last battle, told me you didn't care about the temple, and then all of a sudden it just changes.
You know, all of a sudden now
happen
you
that
give a
way.
fuck?
It don't happen that way.
This is more for my wife than it is for me.
Well, you'll be able
We
to
said
fight.
we were gonna talk. That was what we
Yeah.
agreed on. We didn't
You'll
agree to
be-
come in
you'll-
here fists flying.
Thank
Yeah, you got this then.
Oops, sorry.
Don't worry, buddy. You guys let me know when it's over. I'll walk over here. Just like somebody did to me. That's a joke. That was the joke.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hi, Nathan.
It's not a joke
Sort
either,
of.
though.
Looking at Keith, Cindy goes,
Come on, Tony.
do we need to get involved in this? He goes, no! I'm not your enemy. If you need us, we want things to change. We just stick to the day-to-day of our lives. Nothing's ever gonna change.
You'll be changing lives for a lot of other people if you do this. My wife being included.
I think Xenia stands, and you realize that she's wearing wing boots too, because she doesn't actually stand on the ground. She starts to float up, sort of in your direction, but still like not getting closer really. I have sympathy for folks that make that bond. Tell me about what this threat is, because I don't think I've intended to hurt your kid.
If you do this, my wife and I should be punished for you destroying the holy sites.
I don't know what you and your wife have gotten yourselves into. Sometimes punishment is unearned, and I know that the hard way.
Would you care to elaborate?
If you would consider not fighting us on what's to come, maybe perhaps we can spare this place, but not every place. What we found in the ruins of Ankarda was a scrying stone, unlike any other. Something that let us see into the past and see the perspectives of divine beings. This battle we've started, it's not about people. I don't want people getting hurt. It's about those who lord over them. If you've been told that you'll get punished for not doing this, who's got that figure on a leash? Who's backing her play? Sorry, their play. She would not.
I just remember I'm going to start using my first foresight here to see possibly what's going to happen and try to head something off.
Okay, so I'll say if someone else is about to take an aggressive action, I'll let you act first. If something comes to that. Right now, everyone's standing very still.
I'm
It's,
outside.
right. It's very much like these people are looking around and they've got that like
They're getting ready
Defensive
to do
position.
their thing.
right. They got their back like.
They're ready to run. They're ready to fight.
But-
I'd like to step up and just ask, in your rampage for goals, is the world tree included?
I don't think that would have a place of. It might be a place of natural power, but it's not a place where the gods lay their claim.
So
I don't really have gods around here.
Do you have some allegiance to the world tree?
Yes.
I would think an orc like you would be more fond of berries, more
My
fond
people,
of war.
my people are fond of violence. I don't really follow the violent culture. I don't really understand it. So at least my home village, they examined me. I found my path in the raising force, and the world tree took me in. Very attuned to nature.
It would be nice for everyone to simply be exiled in the manner that I found that at least Athena is what she made. I can't change myself.
I don't have any allegiance to the gods, but I don't also really have one to destroy them. I don't have any hates to it's the job's part of the works.
Ares.
I don't really have a hatred toward Ares.
But what of the systems he's built? What of the religious institutions he reinforces?
Ares just goes violence. You can see that in my aura. In my people's
Are you sure you know all the details about the people being raptured? Are you sure they're gone? Are you sure they're not just somewhere else?
I can't say anything.
I know they're pretty far gone.
Exactly.
I know that when I asked the gods what became of them, all I got was silence. I had to find the answers out myself.
Silence doesn't mean dead.
Silence doesn't mean they're gone. Silence means they just can't answer you.
Any member of the temple or about the devastation that they caused.
Yeah. Have you tried asking again since you destroyed all of the temples of Greed?
I guess I'll say that while we're outside now.
Tommy could have reacted if you wanted him to.
We're probably gonna
I'm
get
sorry, what
along.
was your question?
I don't remember.
What did the gods answer you after your destruction?
Have you asked them again since you destroyed the temples of Greed?
No.
Try it.
She sort of
I'd say,
turns around.
I'd say that's a pretty empty message.
Sits before the statue of Artemis and just sits there for a moment. Beat passes. Another moment. It's the same. They don't want to talk to me. Maybe one of you could have better luck.
I don't know that spell.
Would
I'll
you
go
pray on my
beside you.
behalf?
Just pray to Poseidon.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm not going to.
I'll-
I'm gonna do
I'll
my
pray to Poseidon.
meter.
I
We-
guess.
Winter
Sure.
will give it a shot.
I mean, cool.
Oh, because
Would
it's
I-
raining.
Would I even
Reaper,
be
baby.
would I even be able to pray?
Yes,
Winter,
Reaper.
Winter will try.
I really haven't.
You've done no daddy, my baby.
Would I be
Well, for the most part, I've described statues in the
Yeah.
entryway. You guys could pray to a statue or just attempt to pray in this holy space. The
I
choice is yours.
Is Ares there?
Yes.
I'll decide to pray to Ares.
I'm gonna walk forward to the, what would be like the altar.
Indiana?
And, kneel down.
So you step before the altar of Artemis.
Yes, I'll go before for the altar of Artemis. but-
Step up next to Xenia.
Right, exactly. And I bring out my shield to present it. And,
Yeah.
what was that one thing to say? I guess I can't do that right now.
I have allergies. Let me know. You have 6 cats.
I thought I had
I
some.
have allergies, but only for
Anyway,
outside.
so I'm going to ask to say, what are the answers for
I think.
what the question she has asked?
It sounds like a Z, but it starts with an S.
Serena.
No,
No, that's Serena, I'm
Xenia.
sorry. Yep, Xenia.
I think we're going to get to those prayers as soon as we pick up for session 3. Thank you all so much for joining us. Genuinely, I've had so much fun, you guys. That's to my D&D buddies, right?
Like
Uh,
and subscribe and turn on
anybody.
those
Please like,
notifications.
comment, and subscribe if you like to. Thanks always.